I might put on camera tonight.
Young niggas run the streets. My 40 cal on me, stick it right between the seats. A mirror jeans, pudgy. New Versace sneakers out your budget. Off-white jacket. Fuck niggas can't touch me. Hustle hard, I got plaques out. Today I wanna bring a couple racks out. Hotline, bling, beating packs out. A fish on my line. Finally got them spitting stacks out. So what I did, swipe that motherfucker till it maxed out. The boy from the ghetto. I learned to kick the table when I wanna shake the jello. The word on the streets, I got them bags for the LO. No talking in the sheets, I play these hoes like a cello. Hello. I kick more shit and got more flavor. I be ducked off somewhere exclusive with no neighbors. You can see me in the room where the money getting made. I just paid $50 for a dope boy fade. I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit clicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. And all I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Crosstown born like Saddam, but a big human straps in every palm. Need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum off his head, Takashi lips loose. Ghost possess the bomb, I'm alarmed how this shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your flow fell off and lost self. Me fat boss, a go-getter, and the transport gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just flow through the building. Gucci loaf it up, got the hate on killer. Pickpocket flow, so the hoes gon' feel it. When your blanket moving slow, it's like the panoramic cannon. You can think you kinda smart, think you floating on my waves. Till you find yourself floating in the ocean with fillets. Package goes to custom club from Kuwait. No need to know the language, I just know I'm get paid.
I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit clicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. And all I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Yo, it's your boy Marita, boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. You know what I'm talking about? What's good? Look, I already know I've been on a hiatus, man. But look, I've been making my tour around these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? And I've been connecting with some of my fellow YouTubers, supporting them on their platforms because they support me. You know, and just been on a little tour, you know what I'm saying? Supporting those who support me, you know what I mean? I'm big on support. But we got some little information, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this, dog. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Mickey Truth. Mickey Truth broke this yesterday on her channel. If you subscribe to Mickey Truth, then you saw this. It's not information that I came about, that I found. It was information that the Queen of Paperwork found. And it was something that I never knew. It was something that I never knew in this case. And that just goes to show you, man, this case got so many twists and turns. It's like a roller coaster. You know, all the players that are involved in this case got something going on behind closed doors. Everybody. I mean, it's the only person I found in this case that's squeaky clean is Sack Chaser Mama. That's the only one. And God bless that woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one in this case that I ain't found had nothing on her. And good for her, because they say she's a God-fearing woman. And I read her deposition, and she seemed like a great woman. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest heavy Sack Chaser, rest heavy Juvie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork, she been doing her due diligence, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I've been over a lot of this paperwork, right? Boy, let me tell you something, boy. I'd have been privy to watch Mickey work behind the scenes. Let me tell you something, man. That woman works, bro. Like, I was in awe. You get what I'm saying? Because I think people don't understand that this YouTube thing, this thing is a job. It's a work. It's work, man. And she definitely works. I'm talking about all times of night. You know what I'm saying? Like, she reads a lot, and it ain't even just pertaining to this case. She got multiple cases that she looking at the information and preparing the videos and the content to bring to you guys. And I just done been able to see how she worked behind closed doors. It's inspiring. It's also letting me know that I got to work harder. But she was working and she was working and she was working and she found this information. And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the queen of paperwork. Because you go subscribe to her channel. Shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Doug Daniel. Shout out to Scotty Fly. I'm just saying shout out to those who in here. Hit that like button on the way in, guys. Hit that like button on the way in. But we got some paperwork to prove this here, right? You know what I'm saying? Compliments of the queen of paperwork. And I never knew this. 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 And I'm gonna say this, right? Who this rat is, you might be torn a little bit with this one, y'all. You might be torn, you might be torn a little bit with this one here because this person has an incentive to rat, right? This person does have an incentive to rat, right? But the reason why I'm bringing this information out is because, well, I'm bringing this information to y'all. Mickey brought it out. But the reason why I'm bringing this to y'all, my subscribers, is because I owe it to y'all because in the Melly case, you know, we put everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. You get what I'm saying? So I have to bring it to you guys. Some of you guys might not be subscribed to her. If you're not subscribed to her, go subscribe to her. Because if you are subscribed to her, you would have heard this yesterday. I'm pretty sure Dre probably heard this yesterday because Dre was on the live with me yesterday when it was we was in the chat and it was Mickey Truth, X-Man, Rico, and Lowski. Shout out to them guys too. Go subscribe to their channels as well. And Mickey broke that out. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the queen of paperwork because that goes to show you, man. Like I told you, she be working. I have heard nobody say this. Nobody have ever said this but her. She got the paperwork to back it up. And I'm gonna show you the paperwork. I'm gonna show you the paperwork. So we got a rat, y'all. We got a rat. We got another rat. We got another rat. And this rat, I'm gonna say this, right? I'll be honest with you. I don't care about the snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? Why I don't care about the snitching shit like that? Because it's just everybody snitching nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And full disclosure, I'm not gonna sit here on this platform and say do anything to these people, do anything to these rats. I'm not advocating that. You know, we got YouTube guidelines and all of that type of shit. But what I am doing is we're going to call it out. We're going to call a spade, and we're going to disseminate the information to you guys so we all know what's going on here. That's it. So we all know what's going on here with the facts. You get what I'm saying? Now, you may feel one way about this person being a rat, and you might feel another way about this person being a rat. If you're a street dude, you might feel like, hey, man, they're supposed to keep it in the streets, man, you know, da-da-da-da-da. If you are not a street person, you might feel like, hey, man, it's cool that person ratted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to sway your opinion either way. I'm just here on this one here. I'm just going to disseminate the information to you guys who may not have heard this information from Mickey yesterday. So you guys will know. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to show paperwork to prove that this person is a rat. Now, I will say this, right? If you a street person, because y'all know I keep saying this, my underlying sentiment on this channel is get out the streets, young people. Get out the streets. That's what I'm saying. I want all these people out the streets. I done been in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing there but death, jail, you know, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. You know what I'm saying? If you live long enough, you'll come to the realization where I came to and many other people done came to, and is that the streets don't love nobody. So the sooner you can realize that and get yourself about it, and I'm not judging you if you're in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging nobody that's in the streets. What I'm saying is If you in the streets, realize what you signed up for, realize what you in there for, and get yourself up out of there as soon as you can. If you got a certain amount of money that you want to get that certain amount of money and get the fuck on. Start you a legal business and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on you. Do your thing. Do your thing. I still, in my heart, I still got a lot of love for people from the streets. Hell, most of the people that I know growing up was in the streets. You see what I'm saying? So I have a lot of love for the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm more connected to the streets than I am to the not street, to the civilian life, just because I spent a lot of my life in the streets. I can relate to that. But what I'm saying is, as I grew up, as I matured, as I got older, I realized that, man, I wasted a bunch of my damn life fucking around in something that could have got me killed, taken away from my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money it is. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your freedom. You know what I'm saying? So my underlying sentiment be to get out the streets. But if you are a street person and you in the streets or you adhere to the street code, then we got to hold you to that, because you holding yourself to that, because you saying you abide by the street code. You feel what I'm saying? I done told y'all a million times on here, the street code it's a good code. Don't get it twisted. It's a good code in essence, but it's only a good code if everybody adhered to it. It would work if everybody in the streets would never say nothing to the police, if they would just go down and do the time, whether they was guilty or whether however it called not guilty, if they just not the rat. If it worked like that, if everybody did it, then it would work. It would be a good code. But I realized that the code don't work, and the code don't work because don't nobody follow the code. All the players don't follow the code, so that's the weakness. That's the weak link, and that way it don't really work. So, and I also realized when I got out the streets, the street code does not apply to everyday life. It doesn't apply to normal life outside of the streets. Because if you try to apply it to normal life outside the streets, then you would be a rat for doing things that everyday average people do. If you get, I like to use this example. If you get your car hit and the police come and you sitting there waiting, or you call the police and you get the police come and you tell the police, hey man, that man right there in that red car hit my car. He ran the red light. He hit my car. You know, you're a rat by the code, especially if that person is under the influence and go to jail for drunk driving. By the codes, you're a rat, but you just sitting here trying to get some insurance information to pay for your damages on your car. But by the street code, you're a rat. You feel what I'm saying? So once I realized that, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the street code, if somebody come and shoot you, you're a rat. If you're a rat, if you tell the police that person shot you, I'm saying even if you're a civilian, you see what I'm saying? Like you are a rat. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, let me tell my people to go and get out the streets, because I see too many gray areas. I see too many gray areas. You feel what I'm saying? I don't condone telling on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much so still the type of person that believes that you should just go ahead on and take your lick. Whatever you do, take your lick. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you know what you're getting into, you know what you're getting into. I'm very much so with taking your lick. That's where I'm trying. But it's still a gray area, and it's still a lot of, you know, crazy definition of what's snitching and what ain't snitching and this and that there, whatever. So my advice is just to get out the shit. That way, you know, it don't even, you know. But if you are a street person, if you're proclaiming to be a street person, then just know we're gonna hold you to your principles. We're gonna hold you to what you say in any situation. Because the street code say you're not supposed to rat no matter what. You feel me? I know people who have had their friends murdered, right? And the police came to them to ask them who murdered their friends. And they didn't even tell. You feel what I'm saying? They did not tell because the street code says you're not supposed to cooperate, period. You're supposed to go get justice on your own. That's what the street code tells, right? I know people that's done did that. You know what I'm saying? I know people that's done had close people to them murdered. And when it came time for the police to ask them what's going on, they said they don't know nothing. They don't know, I don't know nothing. Because they adhere to the street code and they are going possibly to get justice on their own. Is that the right choice? Hey, everybody grown. Everybody grown. Just know what the consequences are before you do what you do. And if it don't work out how you want it to work out, don't be crying about it. Don't be crying about it. Take everything that comes with it because it was a choice. Anytime I ever went to jail, I promise you, I knew what the fuck I was doing. I never cried. I never told on nobody. I always sat my ass in there and did my time and came on home. I also didn't do shit that I know I couldn't do the time for. You couldn't get me to do certain shit. I would tell you, I had partners that was bank robbers, man. I hung with them every day. They never asked me to go rob no bank. They never told me when they was going to rob a bank. I just put two and two together when they came back with a lot of money. And then they eventually got caught. And now they're doing, a couple of them doing 100 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing they never asked me because I would have told the motherfuckers no. You got to know your role in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what's you and what ain't you. There's robbers, killers, murderers, hustlers, gamblers, scammers. You know what I'm saying? What your role is. Be true to who you is. Don't get outside of who your character is. Be good. Be true to what you good at doing and stick to that. Don't get greedy. Don't try to be something that you ain't because a lot of times it ain't gonna work out for you. If you're a hustler, you might not be a killer. So don't be that. If you're a killer, you might not be a hustler. So don't be that. Trust me, if people have roles. I done seen plenty of times where people done got knocked off or fucked up or dead because they was being something that they wasn't. You know? You just got to know your role. It's a lot of rules of this shit. A lot of, that's why I say you gotta have experience, man, or you'll get took. But to stop all that, just get out that shit. But that bring me back to this rat, right? We got a rat here, y'all. We got a rat. I'm finna pull up this paperwork and we're gonna talk about it. Shout out to Mickey Truth, the queen. We got a rat, guys. We got a rat. We got a rat. We got a new rat. Let us go. I'm finna pull this up. We got a new rat. Let's go. Give me a second to pull this paperwork up. Okay. Let me get this paperwork. How y'all been though, man? Okay. I'm trying to get this in order, guys. I got you. Okay, question one. Okay. Okay. Hold on here. Okay. True. It just. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I line everything up for y'all. Oh, the total evidence was gathered. Being physical expert, forensic witness statements. The light, yes, sir. Okay. 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 All right. I got y'all. Let me pull it up on the screen for y'all. Let me pull it up on the screen. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. 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 I'm finna drop these banners. I ain't got time. I need my people to see this shit. Hit that like button. Shout out to Paradox True. Shout out to Cody Lee. Shout out to Megan. Appreciate you, Megan. Shout out to Renata McCoggle. For some reason, I like your last name, Miss McCoggle. For real. Shout out to Nay Said It. What's up, Nay? Where you been at, Nay? What's up, Nay? What's up to Richard Supreme TV? Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you. All right. Shout out Music 101. Go subscribe to Music 101 channel. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. That's my guy, Eagle Wood. Shout out to SLK Sunlight Cloud TV. Shout out to Nephew for Real, Flyboy Michael, Old Chick 6000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out Anonymous One. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Shout out Trigger Man. Tell him, God damn me, it's gonna be all right, ho, for a shit show. All that slang right there I got from my boy Trigger Man. Tell him. Straight up though. That's that Texas slang if y'all don't know. Megan say spill the beans. You like I was stalling you out, Megan? Woo! I'm talking about I'm like Alfred Hitchcock in this thing was mystery. A mystery. Okay, but listen, one thing about your boy Marita boy, one thing about me, dog. I don't tell too many lies. I lie to the judge, women, the police, and my lawyer. Know what I'm talking about? But regular people, I don't tell many lies. And we have paperwork to back this one up, y'all. We have paperwork to back this one up. Right. Okay, so let's pull it up. Let's go. This is a statement that Detective Moretti was giving, right? Right. All right. So check this out. Question one say, and you never saw any direct evidence to that effect. It's your conclusion based on what you call the totality of evidence that you gather, being physical, expert, forensic, witness statements, the like. Yes, sir. Just what Moretti said. Would it be fair to say that when you came across evidence that does not tend to jive with their theory of what occurred, that you didn't follow up on verifying its veracity as thoroughly as you would? If it does dovetail with your theory, would that be fair? Moretti said, could you give me a specific example? He said, for example, you told us earlier about, okay, let's go. Let me see. I think it's kind of broke up. It say we didn't know names, but identified them as family members. It say, did you speak to any of them about the incident? It say, yeah, of course, not sworn statements, nothing like that, right? It say, I believe that's where one of the family members, I think it was Christopher Thomas Sr., was telling us that the families were receiving payoff money anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. Do y'all see that, right? This is Moretti being deposed, having given a statement. It say, I believe that's one of the family members. I think it was Christopher Thomas Sr. was telling us that the families were receiving payoff money anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. Now, that's ratting. That's ratting right there, y'all. That's ratting. And I know some people gonna say, hey man, you know, what do you expect? I ain't holding it against him. Like, you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if you're a street dude, this is ratting. He's a G. Let him tell it. This is ratting. This is ratting. This is ratting. This is ratting. CT, it must have been a long time since you've been here. Me and that man ain't rocked in months. I don't rock with pedos. Straight up. You need to go get the paperwork. The paperwork on my community wall. Go read the pedo paperwork. We fell out when I found out he was a pedo. Straight up. When he molested his own daughter, who mama was dead. That's when we fell out. You know what I'm saying? We'd have been good if he would have never did that. Now, what I'm saying is this right here. Okay. Appreciate you, Nate, for the cash out. What I'm saying is right here. He get on the internet, he do all that woofing, all that talking, all that shit like this. But you never told me that you talked to Moretti and you was trying to get Moretti and them to track them in jail. He said he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He said he ain't get no statements. He ain't do none of that. That's what he said. That's what he told me. I got him on video saying that. Go look at the interviews I did with him. I dropped them on my page. He told me that. But here it is. Moretti's saying that he told them that Track was paying people off. I'm here to tell you right now that he was the first person who started this narrative. Think about it, y'all. He started the narrative that they was getting paid off. He the first one that told me. And he told Moretti. It's right here in the paperwork. I believe that's where one of the family members, I think it was Christopher Thomas Sr., was telling us that the families were receiving payoff money anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. He a fucking rat. Now, you can feel the way you want to feel about it. I understand if you feel the other way. Don't get it twisted. I'm not here to change how you feel. He lost a son. Hey, but what I'm saying is, which one is it? Is you a civilian or is you a street guy? Because you can't be both. If you street and you was street back then, this is back then. This happened in 5 years ago. Know what I'm saying? You ratting. You ratting. You ratting. Under the code, I don't give a damn if somebody killed your mama. Under the code, you ain't supposed to tell the police shit. You supposed to go handle that yourself. But you ain't supposed to tell the police. He is fingering them for paying people off, pointing the police their way. This is ratting. He's saying this to the police. He's saying, shout out to Boredom and Clicks. He's saying they paying people off to be quiet because they killed Sack Chase and Juvie. That is what he's saying by telling Moretti that they paying people off. Know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. me personally, I know it's hard to believe. I don't give a fuck. I didn't find this information. Shout out to Queen of Paperwork. She found this. I always like to give people credit. She found this, and she broke this information on her channel last night. Go subscribe to her channel. If you were subscribed to her channel, you would have seen that. She broke this last night. Shout out, truth be told, 1123. But what I'm trying to, but I will say this now. It is personal between me and him, because the reason why we fell out is because somebody jumped in my chat when I was going live that day. Those of you who are here know this, and said, "Hey, Marita, you got to distance yourself from Spoon. He got pedo charges." I called him immediately. Matter of fact, he called me. He was watching the live from work. He said, I say, bro, what's going on? He said, man, that shit old, man. I ain't that, man. I beat that shit. Don't worry about that shit. We good. He said, we good. Because he knew I was concerned about the shit. So I said, okay, cool. I let the live play out. I never said anything else on that live because I knew that my subscribers gonna ask me about it. And I didn't have enough information to make my opinion on the shit, right? They said that it was a Reddit page and this information was on the Reddit page. So I said, God damn. And we even had a subscriber, his name Joel. I ain't seen Joel in a while, but Joel emailed me and told me about it. I can show you the email where Joel emailed me and told me about it. Shout out to Joel. I hope you come back, Joel. I hope everything okay with you. I ain't seen you in a while. And so that day went on. He was hitting me up all that day, telling me that he finna go to the courthouse, get the paperwork, everything cool, this and that there. I said, okay, cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on? What are they talking about? What happened? This and that, da 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 da. He kept like saying people was framing him and this and that there, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'm at work. I was like, I'll holler at you a little later on, or when you get the paperwork, just hit me up with it because I need to know what to tell my peoples, you know. He was like, all right, bet, cool. So once he took a little too long, I went on and handled my business and did my due diligence and got my peoples to get the paperwork on my own. While he was simultaneously telling me he gonna get the paperwork, I was already working the back channels to get the paperwork because I wanted to see, because I felt like he was gonna stall me out, because I could tell by the answers that he was giving me, and he had the interaction that we had amongst each other had changed. It was like he was a different type of person. It was like he was kind of on the defensive. He was kind of checking my temperature to see, you know, if I was still gonna be cool with him. He was kind of trying to cater to me. He was trying to make me feel like everything was all right without telling me exactly what happened. And I peeped that, and I was playing dumb. I was like, okay, all right, bro, yeah, just handle that, and you know, we got it. He's like, man, we gonna be good, bro. And then he hit me back talking about, yeah, man, Law and Crime told me that they're gonna have us give me my own little what's the name, and they asked me I can have anybody up there I want, man. I'm gonna put you up there with me, trying to make me trying to kind of like pacify me with the allure that I'm gonna go on Law and Crime with him. Fuck all that shit. I wasn't studying all that shit. I want to know what the fuck these people talking about on this motherfucking page. What these people talking about this pedo shit, nigga. So anyway, I'm still playing dumb. I get the paperwork. When I get the paperwork, I read that motherfucker. When I read that paperwork, I was hurt, bro. I was floored. I was hurt. I was not ready for the shit that I was reading. I had never read no shit like that in my life. Never fucking, I never would have imagined what I read in that shit, man. It was disgusting. It was hurtful. I got a daughter, y'all. Know what I'm saying? And I love kids. Y'all know I fuck with kids. I keep telling y'all that. Like, I will get mad at you if you mistreat your own children. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm that serious about children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play by nobody children. Mine's, yours, the neighbor across the street kids. I don't give a damn. I will never sit around and watch a child being mistreated. Nobody child. I don't even have to know that child. And if y'all pay attention to me, you will see that that's how I am. That reigns true. That's why I feel this way about Sack Chase and Juvie. That's why I feel this way about his daughter. When I read that goddamn paperwork, I called him. I say, and it was like 10 o'clock, and I say, bro, what's, you gonna tell me what happened? He started beating around the bush, but he was still wouldn't tell me. Now I knew at that point what happened. I read it. I had already read it. No, I take that back. I called him, but I hadn't read the paperwork yet. I waited till I got home. I'm sorry, I was at work. It was a while ago, but I waited till I got home. When I waited till I got home and I read the paperwork, I was floored. I was floored. When I read that shit, I was floored. I was working that's right. I can remember. I was working. When I got home, I read it. And I was floored. Right? So I called Tanel. She'll tell you, shout out to Tanel. I called Tanel. And I told Tanel, I say, Tanel, I read the paperwork. I say, he did that shit. She said, well, why he didn't go to jail? I say, I don't know. I got to figure it out. I got to get the rest of the paperwork or whatever. Right? She said, what you going to do? I say, I got to go on the internet and tell everybody because I was telling people to go subscribe to this man. You know what I'm saying? And I got subscribers that went over there on my word. You know, like I have to get out in front of that. You feel what I'm saying? I have to be the person to tell these people because I'm the person that told these people to go subscribe to this man. That'll be fucked up of me if I tell you, hey, go subscribe to such and such, and they turn out to be what he is, and then I don't tell y'all. I just sit back and don't say nothing. That's a fuck nigga. Feel me? You feel me? It's different, but that's like what DJ Envy caught up in right now. DJ Envy done told all these people to go invest with Caesar, and now they done found out that Caesar been taking their fucking money, and now DJ Envy sitting back saying, I ain't do nothing. No, DJ Envy, you supposed to step up and say, yes, I apologize to you for sending y'all to over there like lambs to slaughter to get y'all money taken. That's what a real nigga will do. You feel me? So I said, okay. And it was tough because I didn't want to do it. But I had to because my plan was for us to take over the YouTube together. It's like when you're a presidential it's like when you're campaigning and you find somebody got some fucked up shit on their record that's fucking up your campaign. It's akin to that. The plan was for us to tag team this thing, and it was working. It was working. That was my plan. CEO Mind, that marketing plan was me. That was me. You feel me? He never wanted to be on YouTube until he was giving me information, and sometimes the information was getting lost in translation. And I told him, I say, look, it's better for you to get on YouTube and tell these people this information. That way the shit don't get lost in translation. And I will help you start your YouTube channel, and I will show you how to do all the little shit that I know how to do, and we can work it that way. So for the people that said I tried to hate on this nigga, that's a fucking lie. I'm a real nigga, dog. My story gonna be the same every time because it's the real story. You feel me? We would still be cool had he not did that shit there, or had I, you know, get what I'm saying? We would still be cool. I wouldn't have never, like, he could have killed the nigga in the streets. I'd have been cool. I'd have been like, oh shit, my dog had to do what he had to do. But this one thing I cannot fucking fuck with you over. Right? So anyway, I texted him the next morning, and I texted him and I told him, I said, look, man, I can no longer be your friend. I said, I read that paperwork, and and what was the clincher for me in the paperwork that he can't fucking get around? The little girl went and told the police that he took pictures of her and sent her to a crackhead. Some crackhead that he was serving. He even tried to get a little girl to go and sit in the room with the crackhead while the crackhead smoked crack. The crackhead told him to tell her, once he took the picture of that little girl, he laid her back on the bed, put a pillow over her head, and took her clothes down to her fucking ankles. Trigger warning, I apologize for some of y'all. Put the clothes down to her fucking legs and took pictures of her. He immediately sent them to a crackhead that he knew was on that type of shit, I don't understand. Maybe they already been exchanging that type of information. I don't know. But he knew somebody to sell those pictures to, right? Once the dude seen the pictures, the dude hit him back and told him to ask her, do she want to come to his house and sit in the room with him naked while he smoked crack? He would pay her more money. She declined. She said no, right? Now, when I was reading shit and I was wondering why did he put the pillow on her face, I didn't understand. It was kind of crazy to me. But when I read it, I said, okay, he put the pillow on her face because he was going to take the pictures and he was trying to hide her face. She hurried up. He said some slick shit like, yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like that. The girl hurried up and put her clothes back on. She was 12 years old, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. The girl put her clothes back on. When she put her clothes back on, she sat back on the edge of the bed. She was playing a video game. Once she declined all those advances that he tried to get her to go over to the white crackhead house, he sat down beside her and put his hand in her motherfucking pants. She told him, stop, you my daddy. Trigger warning, I apologize to y'all. It's on my community wall. Go read it. She say, stop, you my daddy. She said it's wrong. He pulled her hand out of his pants and apologized and told her he couldn't control himself. She called her auntie to come pick up. Her auntie say that normally she never do that. She called her auntie to come pick up. Her auntie, she was only with that man for 2 hours. He picked up at like 2:30, and she called the auntie to come get at 5. When she got in the car with the auntie said, you left your video game. You want to go back and get it? She said, no. The little girl was trying to get the fuck up out of there. Now, I want to tell you another thing. The little girl mama is dead. Her mama is dead. He the only parent she has. The little girl told her cousin. The cousin told her mama. The mama told the grandmama. They took the little girl to the police station. The little girl told the police every fucking thing that happened. Described his room, described everything in the room, everything, right? And told him that he took pictures of her and they in his phone. The police started surveilling him, watching his house, trying to see if he break any laws, because if they want to see if he break a law, so that would give him proper cause to detain him, right? He peeped that the police was watching them, and the police tried to drive off in an unmarked car. He jumps on a scooter and chases the police car, right? To see if it's really the police. The police noticed that he was on a scooter on the road, and you know you can't be on the road with a gas powered scooter without a tag. So the police called another police to come pull him over. The police pulled him over and realized that the scooter that he did have was cool for them to be on the road, right? But they deemed that it still was a legal stop because the police had no way of knowing whether it was a gas-powered scooter or electric scooter, so that was deemed credible, right? But the police at that point saw that he had that goddamn phone. So what they did was they lied. The police pulled a Detective Moretti. They did an illegal search and seizure, and when I read the paperwork, I could tell they lied. The police said that he told them that some people was threatening them and harassing him, and he had a video of the people harassing and threatening him in his phone, and that the police can take the phone. That part was a total lie. He never told the police that. Y'all know I'm gonna tell it straight. And I can read the paperwork and tell he never told the police that. They took the phone. When they took the phone, they went through the phone a couple of days later. They got a warrant, went through the phone a couple of days later. Sure enough, the pictures that the little girl said was in the fucking phone of her naked with the pillow over her head, clothes down to her ankles. Check out what they do. They go get the little girl and tell the little girl to identify and ask her, is that her on the motherfucking photos? She said yes. They furthermore told the little girl, can y'all go back home and produce the clothes that you had on that day in this photo that was down by your ankles. She went and got every piece of clothing that they had on that picture and took it to him. When he went to court, his lawyer filed a motion to suppress, which means to get rid of the evidence because the seizure of the phone was illegal because he did not tell them that story that they said. The judge agreed with him, threw out the phone evidence. Therefore, the case had no legs. It would have only been his word against her word. She was a 12-year-old girl. You see? Hit the like button. So this is what happened here. So for those who want to know how we fell out, that's why the fuck we fell out. Because it was no way for him to explain to me how them pictures got in your phone. I got a 21-year-old daughter, bro. Let me tell y'all some real shit. I ain't seen my daughter naked till she was a hand baby, nigga. That's on everything, nigga. I ain't seen my daughter. I don't know what she looked like without no clothes on. Since she was a hand baby. You feel me? Mama did all that shit. Her mama did all that. You feel me? Straight up. I don't know what she looked like, nigga. For real, nigga. Straight up. So you can't point. You can't. I'm not wrong. I don't give a fuck what you say. And for those who may have a problem with what I'm saying, I want you to think about your daughter. I want you to think about your mama. I want you to think about your sister. I want you to think about your niece. If somebody did that to your niece, would you, or your mama, or your sister, or your daughter, how would you feel? Just because she ain't my daughter, don't mean that I don't feel a fucking way. I'm not finna be friends with you, nigga, and you doing that fuck shit. You feel me? You got me fucked up. Know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all, let me tell y'all something, bro. I'm gonna say this too, because we got him as a rat right here in the paperwork. Let's not get past that. Anything I ever said, I got paperwork to prove it, nigga. You feel me? I never made up not one story. Nigga talk all that shit they want, but I got paperwork to prove it. That shit in the paperwork. It's on my community wall. All you gotta do is go scroll down. I left it up because the fuck nigga kept talking. I had to take it down because I was like, fuck it, I don't want to, you know. But when he kept doing that little talking and all that fuck shit, it's up there. Go look. Go to my community wall right now and scroll down and read it for yourself. And I want y'all to, and I want to say this. You need to really check yourself if you feel any way different about them pedo situations. And let me tell you why. Because you will be the same motherfuckers that are going to go kill a nigga for doing that to your daughter, though. But you'll be friends with a nigga who do that to his daughter. So if you feel any way other than how I feel on this situation, you a fucking weirdo. You are a fucking weirdo. That girl mama is fucking dead. It don't matter. She could have been alive. That shit is right on the Indian River County Clerk of Courts. Go read that shit. Me and that man to be cool to this day had I not found out or he had not did that sick shit to his daughter. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing else but that. Nothing else but that. Nothing else but that. If he'd have went out and killed the nigga in the middle of the street, I would have still fucked with him. But that shit there, no. I can't fuck with you, nigga. I don't give a fuck. No. 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 Hell no. Hell fuck no. And I went to the nigga first, and the nigga had opportunity to tell me, nigga ain't tell me shit. Still ain't turned up with the paperwork that he said he was going to the courthouse and get. I can show you the text message that he texted me. Man, they ain't sitting down talking about shit. What am I gonna sit down and talk about a nigga that stuck his hand in his daughter pants for a nigga? The man had the pictures in his phone. You niggas is weird. You niggas is weird. Listen, bro, let me tell you something. I comprehend very fucking well. If they didn't have them pictures, I might have could have said that it was a lie. Maybe. It would have been slim. It would have been a slim chance, but I maybe could have said it was a lie. Bro, when them people tracked that nigga down weeks later, he still had the pictures, naked pictures of his daughter in his fucking phone. How did they get there, nigga? Can somebody explain that to me? How did those pictures get in that fucking phone? When he went on his live and was talking all this shit about me and all this shit, man, I wasn't studying none of that shit because I wanted him to talk about these allegations, nigga. Talk about that. Explain to your subscribers how the fuck did you get framed? He never did because he can't. And I want y'all to self-reflect. This ain't really. This is about him, but it's also about you. Those who defend this type of shit. What does that say about you? Would you leave your daughter with that nigga? Would you want somebody like that around your daughter? Would you forgive somebody for doing that to your daughter? Bro, all it takes is for evil to survive, is for good people to sit on the side and do nothing. Bro, y'all act like y'all don't believe in God, karma, Allah, whoever. Y'all really better like do some real self-reflection and see what the fuck, who y'all want to be in this world. Because you're gonna die one fucking day. All of this shit has consequences to it. Whether it be here in this world or the next world. Bro, when I look at my daughter, that's my baby, bro. Bro, I cried on the fucking live. That was no on no video. That was no fucking fake tears, nigga. That was no clout chasing shit, nigga. This was supposed to be my fucking friend, and he did this shit to his daughter. I was fucking hurt, nigga, because I got a daughter, nigga. That's my baby, nigga. Nigga, I don't want, nigga, you know how us men is about us daughters. We don't even want our daughters to have boyfriends, really. So for her father to do that to her, maybe y'all don't got empathy like me. Maybe y'all ain't got a big heart. Some of y'all ain't got a big heart like me. Maybe some of y'all don't give a fuck unless it's happening to the people that you know or you love or you connected to. But that ain't me. God ain't make me like that. My mind, my heart ain't built like that. I have compassion for people who I don't even fucking know. When I see certain shit going down and happening to certain people, that shit hurt my feelings. Because I put myself in them people's shoes and I be like, damn, that's fucked up. Now, if you're the type of person that can't put yourself in another person's shoes, then that means you lack empathy. That means you lack compassion for the next person. And you are part of the problem. That's why these boys is killing each other in the streets and we having wars and all this type of shit like that, because nobody cares. Well, these type of people don't care about the next person as much as they care about themselves or the people that connected to them. Know what I'm saying? The fuck, man? The fuck? Like, y'all sound crazy as fuck. Bruh. Hey, look. He say, what if he was drunk or something? Damn, fam. Damn. Damn, fam. That's a sad ass comment right there. I'm gonna pray for you, bro. You know, I think I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for him, y'all. For real. With that comment right there, that let me know you in the sunken place. You need help. You lost. You need God. Whichever God it is, they're gonna bring you some type of understanding and love and compassion in your heart for a little girl whose mother had died and got this tragic thing happen to her. For all these women that man talk about he got and he get and he done got. What the fuck is you doing, gang? What the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you doing, gang? I never wanted this shit to happen, y'all. This shit derailed my fucking plan. My plan was for me and that man to tag team this YouTube shit, and it was working. I'm telling y'all the truth. This shit fucked my plan up. But I'm not one of them people that's want fame, clout, clicks, and likes more so than I want to stand on what's right. That shit could have been my brother, my son. I done told my son, nigga, if you ever if any of that shit that if you ever come, nigga, you disowned, nigga. You got me fucked up. I ain't raised you like that. Hell no. You cut off. So hey, if you got a little monster inside, you better motherfucking never do that shit. You better go get you some help before you act out on that shit, because you're gonna lose me. For real. Hey, Teresa Quinn. Like, for real. Me and that man was good until then. Y'all can block him if y'all want to. Do y'all thing. I feel sorry for him now with that comment that he said, but y'all can do what y'all want. I don't give a fuck. You know, because it's not getting through to him. And the thing about it, he got a daughter. B-Dash got a daughter. I done been on his Instagram. He got a daughter. The same nigga want to kill Spoon. I ain't laughing. I'm sorry. Lord forgive me. The same nigga want to kill Spoon though. If he did that to his daughter. Now, y'all see these type of people that's out here, y'all? But I digress. I didn't want to get out of all that. I went all in that because I know a lot of people might have not heard what, you know, they still under the impression that, oh, I hated on this man and all this. No, the fuck I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't. I never hated on him. I the one who taught him how to use StreamYard. I the one who put him up on getting on YouTube. He never wanted to get on YouTube at first, and now I know why. Now I know why. Because he knew this shit was going to come out, or he felt like it was going to come out. And I'm going to tell y'all something, real talk. If he was a real friend, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to show y'all something, because I thought he was my friend. That's why I felt so strongly as I felt. He wouldn't have attacked me. He would have hit me up and he would have been like, because he still got my number. He would have hit me up and been like, bro, I understand how you feel the way you feel. You know what I'm saying? I apologize that if this thing hurt you or it caused you any type of, you know, or whatever. Because regardless of what, he should understand why I feel like I feel. That lets you know he's guilty. Because the first thing he do is go to trying to attack me and talk shit. Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. I ain't no fucking kid no more. The fuck is he talking about? Like, I don't care about none of that shit. What he talking about? None of that shit, because all that shit is just a deflect. All that shit is a distraction from the real fucking situation, and that's how did them pictures get in your phone, Playboy. Weeks later, when they got you, them pictures was still in your phone, like that little girl said, nigga. Nobody framed you, nigga. Nobody framed you, nigga. That nigga did that shit and got away with it from an illegal search and seizure. You got to be on the short bus if you can read that paperwork and not see that that man was guilty than a motherfucker. But it's on my community wall if y'all want to go read it. Or you can go to the Indian River County Clerk of Courts and put his name in and pull it up right up. I told y'all, man, I don't tell no lies, bro. Now he on the internet with all this clout chasing shit. I saw this nigga the other day post a video of just Melly. I just want y'all to understand the type of motherfucker that y'all dealing with here. People have who they let you see, and they have sinister. Some people have sinister personalities behind closed doors, and I can see the shit now. Because when that information hit, and I read the paperwork and I saw his reaction, I realized that it's a whole nother side to him that I never knew. That little monster inside. He got a fucking lust demon inside, or had one. And from what they described that he did in that goddamn paperwork, that wasn't the first time he did some shit like that, bro. Now picture how he talk about women. Think about it. It's all there if you want to see it. You like if you want to be in denial about that, that's fine. That's on you. But I'm not lying here. All of this shit is fact. The paperwork to prove it. Watch what he doing. Watch what he's saying. He said he was gonna get off YouTube. He on this motherfucker doctoring up videos, doing that because he never gonna. Once he saw that people didn't what they call the shit, cancel him for that, he immediately enjoyed that. He said himself he'd rather be infamous than famous. He's letting y'all know he did this shit and he don't give a fuck because people are still supporting him. And he's playing off of the sympathy that happened to his son because he know that's why people still fucking with him. People still fucking with this man because they feel for him because he lost a son. I understand that. I understand people feeling for that, but you can disassociate the two, just like I'm doing. You can still ride for Juvie and Sack Chaser, but not fuck with his daddy. Because my thing is, how the fuck is you gonna ride for them being murdered, but not ride for that little girl innocence being taken by her father? See, I know how to do it. I cut him out. Your ass is out of here. I ride for your son, I ride for Sack Chaser, and I ride for your daughter. But fuck you as a person. See, some people are using him as the thing as the embodiment of his son in order to support the tragic death of his son. No, you don't have to do that. You can support other ways. He's a flawed individual. I don't give a fuck if you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to fuck with somebody who did that because a tragedy happened to them. But you can do what you want to do. But I'm just saying, how do you justify that in your mind? Because it seems like you're saying, fuck that little girl. She's still here. She's still here, a victim, and probably suffering from Stockholm syndrome. You feel what I'm saying? All that. Know what I'm saying? And I ain't really want to get all in that, but they jumped in the chat and they was like, oh, Marita hate. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't hating on shit, nigga. I'm standing on business. But back to the paperwork. That nigga's a rat. Right here. Right here, he a fucking rat. And he's supposed to be a G. I told y'all, bro. Y'all got to start letting motherfuckers easily fool y'all. Know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Told y'all, don't tell no lies, nigga. I'm the truth in this shit, cuz. For real. I stand on what's right, dog. Know what I'm saying? For real. I know it's hard to believe that it's people like me who feel the way they feel nowadays because there's so much fuck shit going on in the world. But hey man, that's how God made me. This ain't no act right here, y'all. I'm like this shit in real life. I'm like this shit on the internet. I don't even know the difference. I don't know how to be one way over here and one way or another way. I'm still, you know what I mean? Like for real, y'all already know. Like I be acting like I'm on the internet, like I'm on like in real life. This is really me. Ain't no fake shit. This is how I am. You feel me? If I was fake, my shit would have already not lined up. Kenny Press don't know me in real fucking life, y'all. Some of these people know me in real fucking life before I ever touched the internet. Nigga, I'm the same fucking way. If I'm wrong, I'm saying if I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I apologize if I feel like I'm wrong. If y'all been following me long enough, y'all done seen me exhibit the characteristics that I said that I am, that I stand on. You done seen me do it. Believe it. I don't got a hating bone in my body. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish me and him, real talk, I wish me and him never would have broke up. Real talk. Real talk. I wish none of this shit had never happened. I had a plan, nigga. But I just realized when the shit hit the fan what I had to do. I had to stop that shit going. I had to disassociate myself, and I had to let my people know. Now, had I never introduced him to people, then I wouldn't have never. I'm gonna take a step further than that. I never bashed him on Facebook at all. You know why? Because I never told nobody on Facebook to go subscribe to this nigga. But I did tell y'all, nigga, I called Tanel in the middle of the night and told Tanel, say, I appreciate you, Marie, for telling me. You know why? Because I saw Tanel over there in his comment section. It was people that was attacking him about the shit in his comment section. Right? I seen Tanel over there blocking people because she had became a moderator on his channel. I seen Tanel over there blocking people. And I felt bad because she was blocking people because she went over there on my word and she felt like, fuck that, they lying on him. But then when I told Tanel what I had discovered, she was like, man, I appreciate you, Rita, because I would have still been over there blocking people thinking that they was lying on this man. Do you see the responsibility that I had? So it wasn't a hate move, nigga. It was a move that you got to stand up for some shit that you had put in effect. You got to. You can't just fall back and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Nigga, I didn't know what was going on. When them people came on that chat and said what they said and when I got that paperwork, from that point on, I knew what the fuck was going on. So at that point, I had a responsibility to tell these people. Now they can make a decision whether they stay over there or not, because some did. That's them. They grown, they can do what they want to do. But I had to do that because I the one who sent people over there. I don't always do what's right, y'all, but I try my best to. And if I'm wrong, I'll come back and apologize. But that nigga did that shit. Go read the paperwork. And that nigga's a rat right here. He's a rat right here. Hit that like button, y'all. And you can support him if you want to. That's your choice. This is the real world of the internet. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You know? That's what y'all do. Do what you want to do. That's on y'all, man. That's between you and whatever you believe in. You know? But I even went down this road. Shout out to Music 101. I went down this road because I saw some people in the comment section still, they, I guess, tried to troll me, but didn't understand. So I know some of y'all new here, and you know, it could. I see how y'all could. Some people could feel like it might be hate. No, this is not what that is, y'all. I never hated on nobody. I'm the type of person, if you doing something and it's your time, I be looking at you, be wondering like, damn, I need to grind like that person grind so I can get where they at. You feel me? I look at somebody who's farther than me in life and doing something that I may want to do or more successful than me. I look at them like motivation. I be trying to study them. I be trying to get around them to try to learn something from them so I can apply it to myself and I can grind and get my time. I'm not a jealous type person. I never looked at somebody who had more than me and was like, oh man, fuck that nigga. That nigga don't deserve that. I'll take that from that nigga. No, I looked at it like that nigga was grinding. He was sacrificing. He was making the right decision. He was saving. He was doing whatever. He was educating himself. He was doing whatever he needed to do to get to that point where he at. And I need to do that too, because that's how I'm gonna get there. That's how I look at life, man. Everybody get their time. I'm perfectly fine with waiting my time. Because what God got for you can't nobody take away from you. A girl told me a long time ago, swear to God, she said, you know what? She said, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna make a lot of money one day. She said, but you know what? You're gonna give it all away. And I sat back and I thought about it. And she right. And she was right at that time. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. That's how I am. People in the real life, they know. I'm generous to the motherfucker. I don't care about money at all, really. I like the fact that I like the things that you can do with money. I don't really care for money like that. I get more joy out of helping people than I do out of anything else other than watching my children succeed. Watching my children succeed and be happy and helping other people is my two biggest joys in the world. The two biggest joys in the world. If I can help somebody out of this, that shit make me feel so goddamn good inside. I know it might seem strange. It might not be a lot of people like that, but I'm telling y'all, that's the type of person I am. I won't slit your throat. I won't backdoor you. I won't cut you out for no money. None of that shit. I don't care about that. I care about building genuine relationships with people, being friends with people. You know what I'm saying? And being a good person. Because when I die, I want a motherfucker to have something good to say about me. I went to my brother-in-law funeral, and the goddamn preacher couldn't have nothing good to say about him. The preacher had to pretty much say, hey man, y'all already know what he was. Y'all already know what he did in life, man. I can't sugarcoat that. It was people that was talking so much shit about him after he was dead. Oh, we glad this fuck nigga dead. People making fake Facebook pages, talk about, yeah, I'm glad he dead, this and that there. Man, listen, bro, all you got is your memory, bro. All you got is your memory in this world. When you dead, all you got is your memory. That's why that's why a lot of us aspire to do things, to be great in life so we can be remembered long after we're gone. And I want my memory to be a good memory. Because I know this world ain't forever. So it's certain shit that I ain't gonna do. Especially when I became mature and realized what the fuck I was doing. That's why I changed my life. I work 2 fucking jobs right now. You think I want to I gotta go to work at 2 in them this morning. You think I want to go to fucking work? No. But I know what I don't want to do no more. So I take my black ass and go to work. I work 16, 17 hours some days. Some days I'll be home but fucking 5 hours. 4 hours sleep, wake, and gotta go back to work. Because I realized what's right. And I realized the mistakes that I did before. I'm just trying to show y'all because I think motherfuckers might got me fucked up a little bit or might not understand. But if you watch me long enough on this YouTube, you'll see that my shit been consistent. How the fuck was I gonna still be able to be cool with this nigga? With what I knew, once I knew it, with what I told y'all who I was. That wasn't gonna line up. You would have right then said, oh, Marita, a fake. But I ain't a fake. So how do you make sure that you stand on your principles? You stand on what's right and what's wrong. And I've been consistent. But back to the paperwork. It says, I believe there were one of the family members, I think it was Chris Thomas Sr., was telling us that the families were receiving payoff money anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. He a street dude, he ratting. He's ratting. This is Moretti saying that. He's ratting. Do I care about this? Do I care about the ratting shit? Not really. But I'm just trying to show. First of all, this information came public. Shout out Mickey True. She broke it yesterday on her live. If y'all seen it, you would have knew that. Go subscribe to her channel. But once I seen this, I also realized that damn, he living all kind of lies. He's living all kind of falsities. You're one way, you're telling us one thing, and then boom, it's another thing. Oh, I don't care if them niggas in jail. I ain't put them niggas in jail. I ain't give no statements. I ain't tell the police nothing. I don't know. Boom, right here, here it go. Here it go, right here. Let me see what else he got in his motherfucking paperwork. Because there's some more shit in here too. Let me see. Let me see. Because they say his name again. Where is that? I know it said his name again in here. Repay off money. I guess it would have been the management company. Okay. It said, did you? I know I seen his name here before. Again. And they were asking, did they subpoena the bank records? Damn, where that picture at? I know I seen it. I don't know. I thought I seen it twice though. Theory occurred, following, verifying, verifying. Okay. Damn. I know it said something about some bank records. Or forensic firearm. But I don't know. I thought I saw his name here again, but I'm gonna put this back up on the screen so you can see it. It's right there. Pull it up. There it is. Biggest day. There it is, right there. Right there. So he a rat. He the one who told the police that Trackman was paying off the families. And this is a sworn statement from Detective Moretti. This is Detective Moretti saying it right there. You know. And I'm gonna say another thing too. I would have been let the shit go, personally, but he went hard. He went hard on me when I was just his friend, and the only reason why I stopped fucking with him is because this information came out, and when I read it, I realized that this nigga was guilty. If evidently I was more of a friend to him than he was to me, because he was supposed to understand how I felt. Instead of you attacking me, you should have hollered at me. And first of all, I asked you before I even went to the internet with the shit. You had a whole day. I kept talking to you, you kept not telling me what the fuck happened. But you supposed to felt me. If I was in his situation, I'd feel him. I'd be like, damn, I did this fuck shit. I know I feel why my dog will feel this way. He read that shit, and I understand why he'll feel that way. So that means he wasn't as he didn't feel the same way about my friend as me as a friend as I felt about him. Because I shed real tears. Know what I'm saying? That shit hurt. Because I realized at that point I could never be his friend again. And I valued the friendship. It was like a funeral for me. You know? Bro, I called Vlad TV for this man, bro. Bro, I called Vlad TV, nigga, on my kids, nigga, on my soul. I called Vlad TV, talked to the secretary, set up an interview for him, not for me, for him. Vlad don't want to talk to me. You know? Any of my people that done reached out to me, like Instagram, shit like that, they know. I ain't gonna put them out there, but they know, bro. Anything I can do, try to help you, I help you. You feel me? I holler back, whatever. A lot of y'all done hit me up, and I have my own personal interactions, conversation with y'all, and y'all, you know, we talk. I never met none of y'all, but I still vibe with y'all because I'm a genuine type motherfucker until y'all show me something different, and a lot of y'all ain't never showed me nothing different, so we cool. But I get it though. I get it. This is the world we live in, y'all. And sometimes motherfuckers be having so much, you know, shit like how he got. You know, it's people like him who parade around and we see them one way, but behind closed doors is something sinister. And people done started to realize that in life, so people don't believe when they run into people like me. Because people like me are few and far in between. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of people. You feel me? So I ain't saying people wrong for not for you know, for hey, you know, Marita this, Marita that. I ain't gonna say that. Y'all don't know me. I get it. But I'm telling you, you got me wrong. You feel me? Who I am is who I say I am. You know? I ain't got nothing to hide. Y'all know me, I tell all my shit. You feel me? I tell my own goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? Because I don't do shit that I'm ashamed of. I do shit that I wasn't proud. I did shit that I wasn't proud of in my younger days, but I tell y'all. And I self-correct. I did shit that I wasn't proud of 6 months ago. I hate to keep bringing this up, but me and Mickey Truth, you know, we didn't hit it off to the best on the best set of circumstances. But what I did do, I listened to the people. Y'all know who you know who he is, bro. Y'all know who he is. The people that hit me up behind closed doors and told me, hey, Marita, you wrong. Hey, bro, da this, da that, da that. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to them. And I thought about it, I said, yeah, the fuck, dog, you was wrong, dog. Went right back to that woman, and I apologized to that woman. And now, let me tell you something. I'm so fond of Mickey Truth. For real. Like, I really like Mickey Truth, bro. Like, for real talk. Real talk. No bullshit aside. All bullshit aside. I'm very fond of Mickey Truth. Very, very fond of Mickey Truth. For real. But I just use that as a situation to show y'all that how I'm able to self-correct, how I'm able to go back and straighten out some shit that I knew I was wrong at, instead of just keep going down that path of saying fuck that shit, or having too much pride, or not being humble enough. Me and AK had a little issue. Wasn't big, but we had a little issue. We got right on that goddamn live. He said what he said. I said what I said. We apologize. Nigga, we cool. We cool. Feel me? AK DM me the other day. Me and him talked on Instagram DM for an hour, nigga. Just me and him. I'm talking about FaceTime. You feel me? That's the type of person I am. That's what real motherfuckers do. Especially when ain't no bloodshed been shed or nothing like that. I'm just trying to show you I practice what the fuck I preach. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get off of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get off of that. But I'm gonna say this, dog. My dream is that, and I know it's gonna probably be people have bad shit to say. You know, they talked about Jesus. But I'm trying to live my life in a certain kind of way to where when I go, those who know me, I have funny stories, good stories to remember me by, to tell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing shit that can taint my motherfucking memory. You feel what I'm saying? So all that other shit, I'm not doing that shit. You feel me? I done been a bad person before. And I ain't perfect now, but I'm saying I done been a bad person, a real bad person. I saw where that shit led at, and I'm glad God blessed me to mature. And I'd be a damn fool to continue to be that person, knowing where it led my friends to, led a host of other people through in this world too. I love my children. I want to be here for them. I want to enjoy them. I just became a grandfather 2 months ago. I want to see my granddaughter grow up. I got a 1-year-old son. I want to see him grow up. Those are the things that are important to me now. You feel me? So how do I make sure that I be here long term? I take care of myself health wise, and I make sure that I do what's right by people. You feel what I'm saying? And I make sure that I'm a better person tomorrow than I am today. Just work on it little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit. So hey. No, Dre, that is not the same daughter that is screaming free Melly. No. That daughter that's screaming free Melly is Portland's sister. Their mother is still alive. This is another daughter. And her mother passed away. Sadly. But hey, let's digress. Let's get off of that right now. But I just showed y'all right here. Y'all can screenshot this or screen record this or however y'all want. He's a rat. Shout out to KL1K. Shout out to Teddy. For real. And Mickey True broke this information yesterday. So don't fuck with the queen. Straight up. Don't fuck with the queen. Not if you ain't squeaky clean. There, I said it. Don't fuck with the queen. Straight up. That's my motherfucking friend. For real. What y'all want to talk about? We can talk about something else. I didn't mean to get off. Y'all know me. I'm long-winded, y'all. You know, when I'm passionate about some shit, I'm long-winded than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But Jump in the comment section. Y'all know what if y'all want to talk about. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. I'm kind of a little in limbo right now. So we can change the subject. We can talk about what y'all want to talk about. Y'all want to talk about DJ Envy, y'all want to talk about Sexy Red, whatever y'all want to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Teddy say where that daughter at? She's around. She's around. They still have a relationship. Teddy. He posts pictures with her and shit like that. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy, ain't it, Teddy? Poor little girl, poor child. She grown now though, but poor child. Poor child. I hope she has some sort of therapy or something about that shit, because I'm telling y'all, bro, that shit affects these children, bro. Shit affects these children, bro. That little girl mama dead, bro. Go read the paperwork. It's on my community wall, y'all. Just scroll down till you get to the paperwork. You can read it. It's there. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Read it for yourself. Trigger warning. You know? Okay, Chady say I want to talk about Fulio. All right. What about Fulio? Fulio getting shot. I'm from Florida, so Fulio known, you know what I'm saying? I know a little bit. And I'm gonna say this. I think right now in Fulio life, I think Fulio is having a realization of and reflecting and realizing that I think he who he is, and he definitely is a clout chaser. But I think that goddamn shot in that foot let him know his like, hey, hey, nigga, you better slow your roll. I think he's beginning to see his mortality, because that last interview that he did, it was a different tone to it. You know, he definitely still got that clout chasing. And if I had to guess, I think that when he get back well, he's gonna still do the same thing, because he did drop a video pretty much saying that Ace is the one who set him up, who put the who was behind him getting shot. Shot at Music 101. Go subscribe to Music 101 channel. He got a video talking about the whole thing, breaking the whole thing down, breaking down Fulio's song that he made soon as he got shot. And he's pretty much saying that Ace was behind it. And I want to say this too. Shout out to Music 101, because he let me realize something about this whole telling what happened to you in songs and shit. And I never really thought about it. So this is and shout out to him for this. When people do what Fulio is doing, like he got shot, right? So if you go listen to his latest song, he's pretty much telling everybody in that song that Ace, Young and Ace, was behind him getting shot, right? That's snitching, y'all. That's snitching. That's dry snitching. You know that the police is listening to your music. You know the police is paying attention to you guys. You guys are very high profile rappers. You know that a lot of deaths have happened around, that a lot of violence surrounds. So you low key telling the police he shot me. That's what you're doing. Know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. Mr. Clean Anthony say Cuff Boys got a new video out. All right, let me check it out. Let's see what Cuff Boys got. I like the Cuff Boys. Shout out to the Cuff Boys. Yeah, so that shit when they be telling what happened to them, oh yeah, da 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 da, yeah, da da da. They telling who shot. He's snitching. So he's snitching. When you listen to that goddamn Julio song, he's snitching. All right, we're gonna check out. We're gonna check out the Cuff Boys. Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I've been in the streets. Well, I was in the streets for a long time in my life, over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I done seen this shit a lot of times. Like Jay Prince say, he's campaigning. And after a while, you keep campaigning, you're gonna get elected. You know what I'm saying? That bullet, that them times he was shot at, and that was warning before destruction. That bullet in his foot was warning before destruction. Life give you signs. You know what I'm saying? You should pay attention to the motherfuckers and move accordingly. Okay, the couple boys got another video. Let's check it out. Shout out to Mr. Clean Anthony for putting us up on this video, because I didn't know they had it out.
Well, NW Melly's team has filed another motion to dismiss the entire case, which is an 18-page document that details how they found out that the phone records was tampered with in the first trial. The state also filed a motion to get rid of any jurors who thoroughly researched the first trial on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of motions and being filed, but apparently there's a live stream tomorrow, so I'll be, covering that as well. If you're new to my channel, subscribe on my Twitter and Instagram. Let's go right into this, boys. All right, boys, the first thing we got right here is order on state's motion for inquiry of all pre-qualified jurors, a motion for relief. The state alleges that the defendant's mother, Jamie King, had improper contact with certain pre-qualified jurors and asked this court to institute measures to protect prospective jurors from further interference, relying on the Smith v. State, Florida 2009. And then it says, court hereby orders Ms. King to stay away from all prospective jurors and from any areas where prospective jurors are likely to be present at a given time. Ms. King is ordered not to have any contact with prospective jurors, whether verbal or nonverbal. Ms. King agreed in open court to comply with these above directions. So yeah, obviously the judge is going to grant this because he can't have the fucking jurors being fucked with by the defendant's mother in any way, even if it's apparently not true and she was just minding her own business crying. Like, you still can't do that in front of jurors, obviously. So, and then here's the next thing. State's motion to strike all jurors for calls with significant knowledge of the previous trial. So they're trying to get any of the jurors that know anything about the trial being streamed or any information, if they saw anything on social media, they're gone, obviously. So defendant went on trial in April 2023 and lasted several months. Hung jury 2023. Because the defendant is a well-known rap artist, his case has received a large amount of media coverage on television news as well as online social media websites and YouTube. Defendant's first trial was live streamed on numerous online platforms, including Law and Crime and a Facebook page. In addition to the trial being live streamed, subsequent hearings regarding the case were live streamed as well. Live stream means all aspects of the hearing were able to be watched by anyone, just as if they were in the courtroom watching. Defendant's new trial has begun and is currently in the pre-qualifying stage of jurors selection. While this phase mainly focuses on time qualifying jurors who can sit for a significant period of time, it also includes asking jurors if they know who the defendant is or have heard of this case. During this pre-qualifying phase, some jurors have informed the court that they have watched the trial and have done significant research on the case thus far. Yeah, it was obvious a lot of people are going to know about this trial, and I was always wondering how they were going to maneuver that. So the state wants those people bye-bye, clearly. So now they start just citing a bunch of cases where this situation occurred in, and then apparently in this one, defendant's initial conviction and death sentence was reversed. And just before jury selection and the retrial, local newspapers published inadmissible and prejudicial information about the first trial. Because of the timing and content of the newspaper and articles, the statements made by those prospective jurors, if they had read newspaper articles, had formed opinions about the case. Examination of these prospective jurors was compelled. So in this Ballin v. State right here, the defendant's initial conviction and death sentence was reversed. And just before jury selection and the retrial, local newspapers published inadmissible and prejudicial information about the first trial. Ballin appears to expand on Boggs, holding that even where the jurors had not formed opinions based upon media reports, individual voir dire was still required. Even though these jurors, unlike the challenged prospective jurors in Boggs, stated during voir dire that they had formed no opinions on Ballin's guilt, there was no individual voir dire with specific questions concerning the jurors' knowledge of newspaper articles containing inadmissible and prejudicial information. Thus, the defense counsel, the trial judge, and the court are left to speculate about what these jurors had learned from the newspapers. Okay, yeah. In other cases, this has happened where, some media outlet put out information about a previous trial. They had to really question these jurors and see what they learned about the case and see if these people formed any type of opinion towards Melly, the prosecution, the state, his lawyers that he already has. Like, there can't be any preconceived information, pretty much. They request that any juror who has filed the case on the news or social media research the case or watch the trial. Subsequent hearings, as it was live streamed daily, be struck for cause, as the state is unaware to date as to what evidence will be introduced by the state at trial. Due to the fact that the assistant state attorneys on the case are brand new after the course removal of the assigned prosecutor and are in the process of learning the case, let alone deciding what evidence to present, Jesus. Furthermore, there are approximately 30 outstanding motions that need to be heard by the court, many of which were not previously filed for the first trial, and which could affect the type of evidence permitted at trial due to the unknown. Having any jurors with significant knowledge on the case should be avoided at all costs. In comparison, the state does not seek to strike or cause any jurors who have simply briefly come across the case on the news or while scrolling through social media. So it's not just anyone that, briefly did it. It has to be someone that really was looking into the trial, apparently. Having jurors with significant knowledge of the prior trial could be detrimental to the defendant. A juror potentially could have seen evidence admitted in the first trial that is subsequently suppressed or simply not introduced by the state. Yeah, this is common sense to me. This shouldn't be a thing. Anyone that was significantly researching the last trial or is a fan of Melly should not be on the fucking jury, period. State's response to defendant's motion to redepose Detective Mark Moretti. Yeah, as you remember, they want to redepose Mark Moretti because apparently during trial he talked about more phone information than they got to ask him. So they're like, wait, what the fuck? You're talking about that? We want to question you about that before you talk about it at trial with the state. So they're trying to redepose him. That's going to happen. Let's see what the state says, though. Defendant's motion is legally insufficient. Fails to provide any legal basis as to why the redeposition should be permitted. Is merely conclusory and fails to demonstrate the good cause required. State's basically saying, fuck no, it's not deserved to get a redeposition. Defendant wishes to redepose Mark Moretti in regards to cell tower location information, mapping, and data generated from health records. Information was available and disclosed prior to his first deposition. Ooh, so they're like, yo, you had your chance. You already knew we were going to talk about this with him before you deposed him in the first place. Defendant makes a vague allegation in regards to discrepancies between his testimony and the actual evidence, offers no specific allegation, example, or offer of proof. This also does not constitute good cause. Defendant also contends that Mark Moretti solicited a BSO deputy to commit perjury. However, Detective Moretti is not currently under investigation by any agency for alleged misconduct in 2022. The Miramar Police Department Internal Affairs investigation did not substantiate the complaint. Further, any testimony in regards to any alleged attempt to solicit perjury is not relevant to the case at hand. Moretti's alleged conduct and a separate criminal investigation in 2022 is unrelated to the defendant's 2018 case. Ooh, so they're gonna fucking try to get rid of. Wow. So the state is saying they don't want any of that in the trial as well. So they're clearly going to object to anything that is brought up about Moretti twisting Melly's mom's hand. That's going to be interesting to see. The defendant cites no legal authority for the admissibility of such evidence. To the contrary.
Okay. So you see what they doing here? They trying to they know that when Moretti be called to that stand, that's going to open the door for Melly's attorneys to talk about the search and illegal search and seizure of that phone, the lying that Moretti tried to get the officer to do, and by saying that he was in the room when he wasn't, when the search warrant was served, and that would also open the door for Christine Bradley to be called on the stand and the Brady violations to be addressed in front of the jury. So what they're trying to do is to protect Moretti's credibility, because they know that this definitely is something that Melly's attorneys are going to bring up in the case, and being that Moretti is the lead detective, the detective that gathered most of the evidence, if not all of the evidence, or at least put it together, along with the rest of the law enforcement team down there. They know that if his credibility is impeached, then it's going to hurt the case, because the jurors will then have to decide whether Moretti is a credible officer. And if not even all of them, if some of them deem that Moretti is a crooked cop, then they could vote not to convict Melly on the murder case. It only take one, as we saw in the last trial. You know what I'm saying? It only take one. It has to be unanimous verdict. You know what I'm saying? And it only take one. So what they're doing is they're trying to keep all of those discussions about the previous case, the previous trial, and Moretti's possible misconduct and the violation of Melly's right to due process and constitutional rights by them not turning over to Brady the information there by their for creating a violation. They're trying to keep that from happening. So they realize that they want Moretti. They need Moretti in this. They need Moretti because he's at the center of this case because he's the officer who was the lead detective. But they trying to make it like he never did nothing wrong already. You get what I'm saying? They don't want that to be brought up. I'm gonna say this again, man. That police department, that DA's office, time after time, even the judge, time after time after time again, are showing us how corrupt, unethical they are, right? And it's right on display for us to see. Now, I understand that Melly most likely committed these crimes. Personally, I think he's guilty as shit, you know? And I hope justice is served for the sake of Sack Chaser and Juvie, because those guys lost their life, and them losing their lives have been overshadowed by the misconduct and corruption of the DA's office and of the Detective Moretti, right? But it's a bigger issue here. It's a bigger issue here, and I hate to say that because, man, you can't. I hate to say that, I really do, because them boys lost their life, dog. Like, I like again, here go me again. Having empathy, put myself in somebody else's shoes, feeling for somebody else that I don't even know. But this is how I made up. Them boys lost their life, dog. And no way do I want to minimize the loss of life, because it ain't no coming back from that. You know? As far as I know, in my knowledge, they gone forever from this world. As far as I know. Ain't no coming back from that. That shit final. Ain't no rewind in life. Ain't no, you know what I mean? Ain't no do-overs. They're gone. So I don't want to ever seem like I'm minimizing the loss of them young men's lives, man. Because I really do feel for that situation. I really, really do. I really do. But this is the DA and the and Moretti's fault for doing this shit. And I'm upset that they did it this way. I'm upset. That shit pissed me off because I think you had him. I think you possibly had him without all of this. You know, I think you possibly had him. Maybe not for the death penalty, maybe not even for first-degree murder, but you had him. You had him. It was 11-1, and then it ended up being 9-3 for manslaughter, but he was guilty. He looked guilty. I think he's guilty. He moved like he's guilty. I feel like he's guilty. Do I know if he's guilty? No, I wasn't there, but I feel like he's guilty. I feel goddamn 99.9% that he's guilty. You feel me? But it's a bigger issue here, and I hate to say it like that. And the reason why, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna take that back. It's another issue here. I'm gonna try to use my words carefully, because I'm not going to minimize them boys lost a life, dog. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, because that's what this thing is about. Those two men losing their lives, young men too, don't even got no children, didn't even get a chance to grow into the men that they was gonna be. You know, I hate that shit. But anyway, it's another issue here. the corruption, the what we see that's happening in front of the world, the cover up, the way that they're going about trying to prosecute this case by any means necessary, by hook or by crook, within the law, outside the law, push the limits of the law. And for them to be so brazen and so bold to do it right in front of our faces, it's showing you, what the hell is this? Okay. It's showing you how corrupt some places are, how the system could be used as a weapon against someone if the people who are administering the justice decide to. They done did all type of unethical, immoral, borderline illegal shit. And they continue to do it. They continue to double down on it. They're continuing to, you would think that once they got caught with the Brady violations and caught with their hand in the cookie jar, they would take a step back and try to color within the lines. But that ain't what we witnessing here. We witnessing them saying, we don't give a fuck. We above the law. We do what the fuck we want to do. When we saw Christine Bradley behaving the way she was behaving and disregarding what the judge said and reading statements that the judge told her not to read, therefore getting Melly's attorneys to declare a mistrial in the first trial, we was under the impression that this is just Christine, that this is just her. This is the way she is. She's this type of person. But as we are watching this second trial get underway, I'm beginning to realize that it's the systemic. It is not just Christine Bradley. It is the whole DA's office, or enough of it in Miramar, Florida. And it even extends to some of the police department. Because these things that, I'm not even a lawyer. I ain't never went to school for criminal justice, nothing like that. And I know that this shit is wrong. But they playing it under the guise of, we trying to get justice and, this is the law. They doing all kind of sneaky, underhanded shit to get this what's the name, this boy convicted. Now, the problem is that's not the way it's supposed to be done. It's a certain way you're supposed to administer justice in this country. This is the reason why we have the systems with checks and balances that are put into the judicial system, so that people's rights won't get violated, because whoever came up with this system, whoever it was, because I got in trouble one time for saying, they thought I said the forefathers. Well, whoever the fuck came up with the system, the judicial system, understood that men would use the system and unjustly, and it would be corrupted if they didn't have rules in place to make sure that said people who are accused of crimes will get a fair shot at their freedom, a fair shot to defend themselves. This is what this is for. These people are violating the very oath that they swore to. And they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck because they're doing it again and again and again. They are, listen, bro, listen, let me tell you something. In life, if somebody, you have a choice to make, right? But if somebody do something to you, bro, right? Somebody do something to you, I want you to understand this. If you do it back to them, You ain't no better than them. I just want you to know that. Now, that's your choice. You can do it if you want to. I'm just saying. If somebody do something to you and you do it back to them, okay, I'm gonna make it well, you can understand it. If your girlfriend cheat on you, or no, I'm gonna say, because women like to say this all the time. If your boyfriend cheat on you, ladies, and you don't break up with him, and you go and you sleep with somebody and you cheat on him, you ain't no better than him. Both of y'all is guilty of the same shit. Don't never let nobody pull you down to their level, man. If you ain't already with that shit anyway. If you with that shit, it's on you. But I'm saying, if you a righteous person and you somebody that felt like somebody did you wrong for doing something to you like that, I want you to understand, if you stoop to their level, you know better than them at that point. You did the same thing they did. It ain't justified because they did it to you. It's the same sin. What you should have did was left that motherfucker and broke up with him and went on and found you somebody else. That's the correct way to do it. My point with that is how this ties in with Melly them is that system down there, that DA's office, that Detective Red and all them, they trying to prosecute Melly, that community, but I ain't gonna say the community because I'm gonna just say the DA. They trying to prosecute Melly for murder, right? But you ain't no better than him. Like, you trying to stand on your soapbox and you trying to point your finger and say, shame on you, you a bad person. But you doing the same thing. You going about getting this justice the wrong way, so you is wrong too. I ain't gonna say you worse because you ain't kill nobody, but you trying to, and you damn near worse because you are held to a higher standard because you supposed to be justice. You supposed to be the light of shining. You the shining light that shines into the darkness. Melly's supposed to be the darkness. But you dark too. You done crossed over to the dark side. You was Anakin Skywalker, now you done turned into Darth Vader. You done let that evil turn you into a similar evil as him. You got to be careful, fellas. People, you got to be careful. You got to be careful out here. The devil is motherfucking slick. The devil slick. He know how to slick you now. He'll slick you right into that goddamn pit with him. So Melly, Christine Bradley, and all the rest of the motherfuckers be right down that same goddamn pit. Did you turn over that information that said that Moretti lied and served that search warrant illegally to Melly's attorneys? No. Then you guilty. You guilty. Moretti didn't serve that search warrant correctly because he didn't have a BSO officer in the room with him. Therefore, he's damn near guilty of theft, assault, and strong arm robbery because he took that lady property. But they're showing you that it's a different set of rules for them. That's the corruption. If it was me and I was Melly's attorneys, I would be on the phone with the FBI and I would be getting the FBI to investigate that whole goddamn DA's office down there. Because this is not the first time that they done did this because they're so cavalier about it. And I can tell this ain't the first time that they did it because they're doubling down on it. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I'm not somebody who went to school for criminal justice, although my daughter's in school for criminal justice right now. But I have been to jail quite a few times and I have been through the system a couple times. This boy has a great case for an appeal. And the reason why he got a great case for appeal is because of the way that they went about prosecuting him when they didn't even have to do all of that. So it's sad, but it's looking like, and it could be 5 years from now. Let's say it could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It do take a time for the appeal process to go through. He could get denied, and he can keep appealing all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. It's a lot of courts, it's a lot of denials he can get, and he can appeal it, he can appeal it up. So who knows how long this may go. But what I'm saying is, if at the end of the day he does get out on appeal, was justice really served? Was all of this really worth anything when he may get out on appeal 5 years from now, 8 years from now, 7 years from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now? This is where we headed at. And it's a shame. They done made a shit show out of this whole trial. They was unprepared. They didn't investigate this case as thoroughly as they should have. Never searched Fredo Bang's house. Never searched Melly's old house. Like, it's just so much stuff they never did. Track never touched the stand. I don't understand how he never touched the stand. Never got the girlfriend on the stand. Never got Jacoby Mills on the stand, who said that he gave the gun to, she found the gun and gave the gun to Track. He never got on the stand. Dontavius Withers never got on the stand. Like, it's just too much, man. Hit the like button. We're going to keep going.
The case law is in overabundance that this prospective testimony is in fact inadmissible. The matter is very factually similar to Jackson Supra, which was determined not to satisfy the requirements of admissible evidence. So she's stating other cases in Jackson and Supra, because the information demanded by the defendant is legally inadmissible and irrelevant based on the case law and statutes. As noted above, there's no legal basis to redepose the witness either. The defendant seeks this deposition in order to potentially impeach Mark Moretti. Wow. This is what is known as collateral impeachment. So this was literally filed a few hours ago. Defendant's second motion to dismiss for government and prosecutorial misconduct in violation of defendant's due process rights. Oh boy, here we go. So they're asking to dismiss the entire case. Again, let's get it. October 12th, the court quashed the subpoenas for State Attorney Harold Pryor, State Attorney Falk, and State Attorney Killoran. Defense therefore unable to call these three prosecutors as witnesses, were offered what the defense anticipated their testimony would involve. Court then denied motions to dismiss. Okay. Defendant realleges all of the grounds in this previous motion to dismiss. The defense has now learned of additional prosecutorial misconduct that individually and in conjunction with motion to dismiss requires dismissal due to the individual and cumulative violation of defense due process rights. Why do lawyers write with such big ass words? Just tell me what you found, fuckers. It feels like I'm reading rocket science sometimes, dude. Like they put extra words in there, dude. All right. While preparing for this new trial, counsel for the defendant was going through call data record and cell site location information records provided by the state in discovery. The defendant's expert, looking at the cell records, commented that the phone records alleged to be Dontavius Withers and Christopher Thomas contains notes from a third party. Specifically, the last column of information provided by the state in discovery was not that type of information that he had ever seen on similar types of records, nor were the headers what he previously encountered. So Melly's expert for cell phone records is saying that there's weird headers and weird things on the cell records that they sent over, the papers or whatever. At least they're trying to defend the fucking cell phone records at some point. Jesus, they didn't do it last trial. Why was that guy not there at the first trial? In fact, the expert was convinced these records have been tampered. Counsel for the defense contacted Bradley via email and informed her that the team able to recall records in timely advanced data record for 907 and the CDRs for Withers and Thomas did not appear to be original documents. In response to the email, Bradley responded by inquiring if the drive and possession of the defense counsel was corrupted. He responded by saying,
okay, this is big. Shout out to the truth again, the queen. Shout out to the queen again, because as I'm listening to this, this is something that Mickey did go over. This is something that Mickey did discuss yesterday. I think she discussed this with me privately as well. They're saying that they kind of like went and got. I want to get this right. I want to get this right. I don't want to get this wrong. Hold on, let me think, y'all. All right, join me in a minute, Dre, because I need a little help on this one here. Okay, so I'm going to not make an opinion on this one yet because I'm not clear, but I do know what Mickey told me, and I do know what she went over in her live. So I don't want to put my foot in my mouth on this one here, y'all, because I'm not as clear as to what all they saying. But I will say this, and I'm gonna wait till Dre get up here because I'm pretty sure. Shout out to Dre 6100, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna wait till Dre get up here, and we gonna talk about this because I'm pretty sure Dre got a pretty good ideas what they discussing here. Because I know what Mickey told me, but I don't want to get her words twisted, and I don't want to say nothing that she didn't say, and I'm not sure. So I'm gonna just wait. We're gonna go back to this situation here. But what I also want to do, I want to say is that through the first trial, Melly's attorneys didn't call not one expert witness. Do y'all notice that? They didn't call not one expert witness, right? Now we can already see that this new team that he got, some are old members and some are new members. They got experts, and they got experts to refute some of the experts that the state has in the case. Maybe that was one of the issues that Melly had with his first defense team, that they called no expert witnesses to refute the experts of the state. That was glaring to me. I was under the impression, and I shouldn't have been, because I should have had looked and seen the witness list and understood who these people were, but I didn't do my due diligence. But I was under the impression that Melly's attorneys had experts to counter the experts that the state had. This is how it normally goes in trials. You know, you have the state call their gun experts, and then you'll have the defense call their gun experts to try to cast reasonable doubt or some kind of aspersions or inconsistencies in what the state's experts said. But Melly's attorneys did none of that. Kudos to him for realizing that, and kudos to this new defense team for putting on a better defense already. I can see that already, because they have expert witnesses, and their expert witnesses are already refuting some of the experts that the state had and the testimony that they gave. This is what they should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, I think he's guilty. And but I want him to do it right, y'all. I want him to do it right, which is too late for that. It's too late for that. This case is already a shit show. This trial is already a shit show, and it gets worse and worse, bro. Like, if we just even take out the trial part, this case was already wild before they even got the trial, with track and the alleged payments to the people, with the girlfriend, mama running to the islands, to the girlfriend running, from Jamie doing whatever she been doing. It was already wild. And even the murder of his two best friends, that shit was like crazy. Like, even with him making the song "Murder on My Mind" before they were unalive, that was crazy. For art to imitate life, that shit was crazy. But then when we get to the trial phase of this, it got even crazier. Like, this definitely will get a movie, in my opinion. It definitely will get a movie. This shit will get a movie. I'm seriously thinking on writing a book on this case. I know a lot about this case, and why not? I'm seriously thinking about writing my own book about this whole case. I know a lot about it. I'm invested in it. And why not? Everybody gonna write books about this case. When this shit over with, everybody gonna write books. So I might as well get on it now and be one of the first to write my book. You know what I'm saying? But this case is wild. You know what I mean? Wild as hell. Wild as hell. From the state attorney, from Moretti to some of the people in the families. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. This shit is like crazy as hell. This shit is crazy as hell. For real. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it, Dre. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it. I'm like 90% sure. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? I damn that don't even know where to start at with the goddamn book. Is the crazy part, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get it to it. But I'm gonna drop. Just pull up when you're ready, Dre, and I'm gonna keep going with this.
Is your drive corrupted? Is y'all's fucking hard drive fucking? That is actually the funniest shit I've ever heard, dude. Again, Miss Liberty told Bradley that she believed the cell phone records were altered. Bradley stated, I gave you everything I had. You are not getting anything else. Jesus. And then a week ago, on October 24th, counsel for the defendant was speaking with assistant state attorneys trying the case at present. Prosecutors for the state informed the defense must have been provided with documents that have been worked on by Myanmar, not the originals. So the new state attorneys a week ago told Melly's lawyers that it wasn't actually the original copies. That's a yikes. If I were to guess, they actually didn't change any of the data. They probably just added shit, like for more context and notes, because it said third-party notes. And Melly's team is just nitpicking at anything that they think could be tampered, when it's probably not actually tampered, but why are they doing dumb shit? Like, what is the state attorneys doing, dude? One would expect that the remedy would be simply to provide the defense with the original documentation received by Team Able and Sprint, not with those that had been altered by Myanmar State. However, this fails to take into account by the defendant's previous trial, which is said above, ended in a hung jury. Apparently, several violations occurred during the first trial. This evidence was not in the substantially same condition as it was when it was received by Myanmar. Therefore, its admissibility into evidence was improper. A witness testified that it was substantially the same condition, although it was not. This tampered with evidence was sent back with the jury and reviewed by the jury during deliberation. Alterations of the original document prejudiced the defendant as the jury viewed tampered with evidence. What weight and influence it had on each juror is impossible to know, but it was viewed by the jury and should not have been. I highly doubt they fucked with the data, but yeah, this is what a defense team is supposed to do. They're supposed to nitpick little holes like this and be like, yo, y'all fuck with these documents. This can't be in this.
Okay. You see, listen. Let me tell you something. I don't know what Melly's defense gonna be in this new trial, but let me tell y'all something, man. It's looking like they're going to say Melly was framed, y'all. It looked like they're going to say that Melly was framed by the police department. And when I mean the police department, I mean Detective Moretti, and railroaded by the DA's office. That's what it's looking like this finna turn into. That's what it's looking like it's finna turn to. And I'm gonna be honest with you. They should do that. They should do that. And the reason why they should do, I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it from a defensive side. I'm just looking at it from that side. I think the nigga guilty, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I think he's guilty. And I want justice for the family, but I'm just saying, like, we're gonna just break it down. Because everybody don't feel the same in this channel. Some people feel like, Melly should be convicted, and some people feel like he's guilty, and some people feel like he shouldn't be convicted because of what they did to him. You know what I'm saying? And some people are just fans, and some people feel like he should be convicted no matter what the fuck they do it to him because, he fucking most likely killed these people. I understand all of those points of views, and I'm gonna jump between all of those points of views as I go over any of this evidence. You feel what I'm saying? We already know how I feel, but I got to explain everything without bias. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna try to. Say Melly was framed, and the reason why they're gonna do that is because of the Moretti situation. You see, y'all. Do y'all see when you do shit that you ain't supposed to be doing the wrong shit, how that shit always come back to bite you in the ass? I'm telling you. I always, listen, anything I did I wasn't supposed to be doing, I always got caught. I ain't get caught that day, I ain't get caught the next day. It was always some type of consequences for the shit. I'm telling you, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but the shit always came back to me. That negative energy that I put out always came back to me. Trust me. And it gonna come back to you too. And it came back to goddamn Christine Bradley and Moretti. And it's sad that the collateral damage might be that Melly beats this case or gets off with an appeal because of the things that they're doing. But it looks like Melly's attorneys are going to attack the gathering of evidence, the credibility of Moretti, the unethicalness, the credibility of the DA's office, and they gonna have excuse me, and they gonna have ammo to do it. They got for fact, that Moretti, excuse me, tried to lie and try to get that detective, that officer to lie and say he was in the room. How do we know this? Because we have Miss Boutros, who is a state attorney herself, testified to that. She's a public corruptions officer, and she's also a DA. She's been working in that DA's office for over 20 years. She's been working there before Christine Bradley, before Harold Pryor, an impeccable record. And she got on the stand and she testified to that. You can't get no better credible witness than that. Her job is to police public corruption, which means she's the person that sits in the DA's office. She's also a DA herself, but she's the person that sits in the DA's offices and makes sure that the other DAs ain't doing nothing corrupt. She witnessed a corrupt act. She went and reported it. She reported it to her superiors. She even went as far as to follow up on it. She went to internal affairs. She went to everybody she needed to go to. She documented it, and she got on the stand and talked about it, and she got on the stand and testified to it. They're going to be able to call her if they allow the situation, if they allow the information that happened in the previous trial, when they talk about that, you know, they were just saying that they don't want anything that Moretti did or whatever in the previous trial to be admissible in this trial. If they allow that to happen, she's going to be allowed to be able to call as a witness to testify to what she saw Moretti do that was unethical and borderline criminal. That's going to be grounds for that jury to, when that jury sees that jury going to have a decision to make then. They're going to have a decision to make to whether Moretti them framed Melly or whether to go with the evidence, which, and it is circumstantial, that Melly did this. You see what I'm saying? This is all the state in Moretti's fault. This is their fucking fault. Here you got these people, families trying to get justice for their family members and shit. And y'all doing shit that's going to jeopardize the case. This is crazy. This is insane.
In addition to this evidentiary violation, have been brought to the attention of the defense team that the two files that are alleged to be the phone extraction of 907, the number they say is Melly's, which it is Melly's 100%, along with Williams and Thomas phone extractions, are not phone extractions, but rather reports of the various parts of the phone, but not the entire extraction as the state presented to both the defense and the court. So they what? Why would they only present reports and not the full extraction? That's weird. Are they trying to hide something? Whether it be hiding Brady material, like I just said, covering up for lying officer, giving less than candid testimony at a hearing, providing evidence and discovery purporting to the original copies when in fact they had been tampered with, presenting the tampered with evidence to the jury. The state at each and every instance has acted in bad faith and attempted to thwart the defense due process rights. They go on to state a few cases where that could have happened. In other words, hand-picked messages, pictures, and videos were introduced which could have different meaning if presented in complete fashion. Since no true extraction was provided to the defense in discovery, the totality of prejudice cannot be quantified. Oh boy, dude. Melly's team found a nice little hole to just fuck. That's what they did, dude. Our next state's motion eliminate to prohibit defendant from improperly pre-trying this cause or making misstatements of law during voir dire. They request the court enter an order requiring defense counsel to stay within perimeters of Hohan, Callaway, Blevins, and Vining, so 4 different cases. The court should therefore prohibit defendant or his counsel from referencing or questioning jurors regarding their feelings or thoughts on the specific aggravating and mitigating factors, and prohibit hypotheticals containing facts of this evidence or evidence to be presented, okay? So that just has to do with the death penalty and just fucking with people's heads about, you know, putting someone to death, I think. Because obviously there's type of people out there that will never put someone to death even if they think that they, you know, are guilty. That's to do with that. I'm not sure I understand completely, but whatever. I think mass shooters and rapists should be tortured so more people don't do them. Because if that happened, then more people would be like, oh shit, yeah, maybe I won't go shoot out this place because I might get fucking tortured. Just a thought. I know that's probably an old-fashioned mindset, but, you know, I said it on the internet. Fuck it. Apparently, Melly's mom talks right here for 5 minutes. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this.
Little update about what's going on with the jury selection. I chose not to go back to jury selection after the prosecutor did what she did. The judge did not ask me to remove myself out the courtroom. I love my son that much that I'm going to stay away from the courtroom until the actual trial starts. It sucks because I still don't have any phone calls with him.
That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, at this point, wait, no, actually, he was trying to fuck with witnesses and shit. I suddenly remembered that apparently he was trying to fuck with, his ex-girlfriend by telling her not to testify and talk to the police. So never mind, maybe he shouldn't get phone calls. Or just every single one of his calls should just be monitored and he can't talk to fucking anyone besides his mom, right? That might be too difficult.
When you see something developing that way, when you already know that a department is crooked, you just remove yourself. That's a different type of love. It hurts and I'm sad about it, but I just rather not put myself in that situation or cause any delays in this trial or anything like that. So I wish I could be sitting right there just so he can see me and I know it gives him comfort, of course.
So I remember on the document, the prosecutor said that the judge basically told her to stay out of the courtroom and she said, yeah, I will stay out of the courtroom. Like that, in a nerdy way, they wrote that out. She's saying that never happened. Interesting.
I'm not stupid because for you to lie like that on me.
Oh, she's saying she lied about it.
Like those are serious accusations. Like I'm good on that. Like I remove myself from any situation that could potentially cause me or my family or anybody, to be just messed up. I'm not doing it.
Who knows who's telling the truth in the situation? I feel like she probably is, or his lawyers were like, yeah, maybe you should just stay away and be like, distance yourself until the trial starts so there's no more bullshit or issues just in case. I have a feeling that's what happened. The lawyers told her to stay away, but who knows what's true and what's not true. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Another motion to dismiss the entire fucking case. A motion to get rid of jurors that have, researched the previous trial thoroughly, obviously. Jury selection and motions will happen throughout the month. So yeah, pretty much, subscribe from Twitter, Instagram. I'll be covering this case. Love you boys. Peace out.
That was a pretty good Tough Boys video. So I want to say this too, right? So before I forget, I have asked a few people that I have ran into, let's just say in my day-to-day life about the Melly case. I ran into a few people that never heard of this case. Never heard of this case. And I was floored. I was trying to explain to her, like, yeah, the rapper from South Florida that alleged to kill his two best friends, yada, yada, yada. And they were like, nope, never heard of it. One of them was a musician. One of them was a young lady who did neo soul. She did neo soul, and probably around Melly age. And she had never heard of the Melly case. And I was like, wow. Now, I will say this. Those people don't live in that community. So maybe that's part of it. Like if you lived in that community, which the jury is going to be selected from that community, then it would be pretty far-fetched to believe that you would be able to find people who haven't at some capacity heard about this case that's going on in their community. But I just for full disclosure, I have met people recently. I'm talking about within the last 2 weeks, who never heard of the Melly case, and I was floored. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Teresa Quinn. Appreciate that. So I was floored. Now, for Melly's mama, I think she capping. Hey, bro, let me tell y'all something, dog. Bro. I just be amazed. Bro, listen. Listen. Yeah, do me a favor, y'all. Just do me a favor, dog. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just sit back and just analyze people. As far as like psychoanalyze them and analyze them against the facts that you know. And then that can get you the truth, right? So this lady, I don't know this lady, never met her. She done popped up in our lives a couple times. She done trolled me a few times. She done emailed me a few times. She done sold me out a couple times, right? Because we've been covering this Melly case for a while now. And trust me, they watch these channels. Not only my channel, y'all know we don't have Fredo Bang pull up on this channel. And he told me and us that was here that night that he had been watching this channel since I read his deposition. That was months before he actually popped out and we actually pulled him up on the panel, you know, which means he had been watching for a while from the bushes. So if I had to guess, and I done had Track pull up on this channel, you know, I done had Jamie pull up on this channel, a host of other people pull up on this channel that's connected to the case, because they do scour the internet and research what's going on in this case. They look at this platform and other platforms, and they like to see what people are saying, what the internet is saying about this case, right? I don't know Jamie Mama. I mean, Melly Mama Jamie personally. I don't know her personally. I just know what people have told me about it, and I don't know. I have saw some of the things that she's done and her actions, and I can make an educated guess as to some of her characteristics. Not all, because I don't know her personally, but some of them, right? Now, I can tell you she's a lying motherfucker, and I bet on that. And I'm gonna tell you how I know she's a lying motherfucker, because I done seen facts in this case, and I done seen her get on the internet and totally lie against the facts. This is the same lady that told us it was 9-3 for not guilty, when the facts are that it was 9-3 for guilty. That's the facts. You see what I'm saying? Even with this right here, she's saying that she decided not to go back on her own. I think that's 100% bullshit. You was already there. You was already coming there. So picture you not coming there on your own. You not coming there because you were told not to come there, or maybe it was the best interest for you not to come there. And we could just look at the court documents and we could find out whether you were ordered or not. Cuff Boy said that he remembered the judge saying this. But she'll still get on the fucking internet and say that's a lie. You see the type of motherfucker this is? This the type of person that'll lie to your face. What was that to even lie about? That's how you know this is a lying motherfucker, y'all. This lady here is hell. She didn't even have to lie about that. She could have just got on here and said, yeah, the judge told me not to come back because they thought that I was tampering with the witnesses because I was really distraught and I was crying. But I wasn't tampering with the witnesses. I was just crying because I was thinking that I may not see my son free again, and I got emotional and I was crying. That's all she had to say. But she got on this motherfucking lie. You see what I'm saying? When you find somebody that'll lie about some petty ass shit that they don't have no reason to lie about, they dangerous. They are not to be trusted at all. This person will tell you that the sky is goddamn purple when you can look out the window yourself and see the motherfucker blue. You feel me? Like, this is the type of person that this is. So I don't know her personally, but I can tell you this: she's a lying motherfucker. I can tell you that. What's up, Dre?
Hey, salute, my brother. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up with you? How you been?
Hey, man, I'm good, bro. I can't complain, man. Can't complain, man. I heard you, man. You ain't cooking tonight, man. Cooking like always, I see.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. You know, sometimes when I get a little emotional, I can get long-winded, especially when I really believe in something and I know what I'm saying is right and I know what I'm doing is right. I don't, you know what I mean? I can go. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel you, bro. Definitely feel you, bro. And ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. That's why I salute you, man, because you always gonna be you, bro. And you got a big heart. That's why I salute you, bro. Because ever since I met you, bro, you always been the same guy. You a solid guy, bro. And I don't find many like you, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when me and you met, we and we still be that way, and that's why I fuck with you. But you know, we was on two different spectrums of the case and opinions on the case. But I respected the way your thoughts were so thought out. They were so well thought out, and you spoke intelligently. And I was like, man, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't give a damn that he feel how he feel, I love the way he put together his thoughts to the point to where I like that. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't be just your shit don't just be some old weird ass off the wall ass shit. Your shit be thought out and it make me think. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like I tell people that all the time, bro. We can agree to disagree like men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what makes us men. We ain't always gonna see eye to eye.
Mhm. Right. Now, I didn't understand exactly. I know Mickey went over it, but I didn't want to put no words in her mouth, and I don't want to misinterpret what she said. What was the issue with the messages that the state or with the defense is saying?
So basically, what the defense saying is the state didn't give them the original copies of the phone transcripts.
Okay.
Basically, that they were tampered with. So basically, what they're saying is either that they put stuff in there or they took stuff out. Basically, what they're saying is they didn't give them all the information. Basically, what they're saying is like certain information wasn't relayed to them in the first trial that they're now receiving.
What do you think? Why do you think they did that?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know if they did it or not. I mean, to me, it sounds like maybe like the defense might be stretching a little bit. But let me say this: if it is true that they was withholding certain phone records from them and didn't give them the complete extract of the phone records, that's worse than a Brady violation. So
You
I
think so?
mean,
You think so?
yeah, bro, because basically they didn't give him all of his motion of discovery. That's a major violation. That's worse than Brady violation. Like if they don't give you all of your motion of discovery like they're supposed to do by the Constitution, that's grounds for dismissal right there.
So they keep doubling down on the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Cuff Boys, bro. I'm with Cuff Boys, and I'm with Mickey when she said like I don't know how true it is that they didn't. But like I said, if they did, I'm with them on this. If they did do that, it's just stupid, bro. It's just stupid. Why keep playing dirty like this, like for no reason? Because they basically had them, bro. I mean, even a person like me, bro, like how we first met, bro. I was, hey man, Melly can get off. Melly can get off. I still thought he was guilty, but I just thought he would
Right.
get off because I seen the way that she was playing dirty during trial, and I'm like, bro, she playing dirty like this is not no telling what she was doing behind closed doors. And as we see, it's
You
coming out.
said that. Now I got to give you credit for that. You said that. You goddamn sure said that early on. You said that. Yep.
So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, and I'm with you, bro. Like, I'm with a lot of people, bro. Like, I think regardless of how everything come out, bro, like the justice for the family is all that should matter. But at the same time, bro, when you violate people's rights, bro, like I understand it's double murder charge, bro, but when it comes to violating rights, bro, I just can't stand with that, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, like any of our rights can get violated, bro. Your mom, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your cousin, like your friend, people. Like, come on, man. Like, so I don't agree with violating people's rights, bro. If you got them, like, you ain't got to play dirty in order to win, bro. Just let the defense play dirty and let them look crazy.
Right. And the reason why you can't play dirty is because you actually open the door for this person to get off. You know, like we ain't.
Bro. And that's the crazy part about it, bro. Like, and what I'm and like, and what I can't fathom is, bro. Like, if this motion is true, bro, like I don't understand, like I can't fathom like how this is only gonna fall on Bradley at this point, bro. Like, if this motion is true that Bradley didn't give them everything, bro, like it can't just be her that fall on the sword for that. They're gonna make it so it's just her that fall on the sword for that. But that got to be corruption in a major way right there, bro. Because
Right.
like that's got to be a little bit even above her. Because I mean, how many other cases have they done that in? Like that. Like when I hear stuff like this, that's what my mind goes to. Like if you're doing this for Melly, how many other cases have you done this for?
Exactly.
Not as popular as this case that you get swept on the rug because it don't got the nationwide eyes on it like this case does. Like so that's
Right.
what I start thinking about stuff like that. Like if you're doing this in a high profile case, imagine what you're doing with stuff that you can sweep on the rug easy because ain't nobody paying attention but the families.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have never seen something like this. I have never seen this shit before. I seen it in the movies, but I ain't never seen it in real life like this. Like, and it's just these people don't give no fucks, boy. Like, and me and Mika was talking about this. It's almost like it's a good old boy system down there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like they say Moretti has no complaints on his record as a police officer in over 20 years. But yet and still we see the things that he has done involving this case. Those are not things that you just do 20 years in that you ain't never did before. Those are things that you've been doing that you done did before. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use second stuff right now. Look at what Felicia Holmes said, even though I think she a lying ass pile of head.
She definitely is.
Now, with all of this shit, now it brings validity to it, or at least a little bit of validity to it, because she said she was threatened. She said that they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. And if you compile that with the Brady violations, Moretti trying to get the officer to lie, the testimony of Miss Boutros saying that they didn't turn over the Brady the information when she informed them that they need to turn over the information, and they didn't do all that. It just paints a big picture of them being corrupt. And that's a lot for Melly's attorneys to work with, especially being that they high power attorneys, knowledgeable attorneys. And I think Melly's attorneys is definitely going to use that as their defense. But I think they also are, like Bradford Cohen said when he was talking about this on Law and Crime, he was saying that he knows Melly's attorney, and he said that Melly's attorney set the groundwork for, even if he's convicted, for him to have a great case on an appeal.
For sure. And the crazy part about all this, bro, is like what I think went over a lot of people's heads, which is crazy, but the motion that they put in basically to make it so down like the credibility of Moretti can't come in, the judge basically already ruled on that. So he already made his ruling on that. That's why Bradley's not on the case no more. He basically is letting it be known that, oh yeah, they're gonna be able to testify and question him about that. That's why she's not on the case no more. If he wasn't allowed it, he would have threw off the case. So the motion that they put in is pointless. Like, he already made his decision, bro.
Facts.
And it's very rare that you find a judge that goes against his own decision like that.
Facts.
So they can cancel that. His credibility is gonna be shot. Like, it's over for that. Her and Bradley's. Because like the fact that they're trying to say, oh, he's never had anything against him, but it's like, bro, if a state attorney can accuse you of doing this and it gets swept under the rug at every angle it go to, when it's a credible state attorney saying this, it shows you how they're willing to cover up stuff for their own, bro, because they don't want other stuff to come out. Like, right. It's not far-fetched to believe that the police cover up stuff for their own, bro. That's what they do, because they know this opens up a cans of worms for all his other cases.
Right. Go ahead.
Was it last year, election year for them?
I think so, yeah.
So, like, when he was doing what he was doing, that was around election time, if I'm not mistaken, around October, right?
I think so, yeah.
So, think about it, bro. If you were the lead prosecutor in that office, right, and it's election time, would you want the stuff that came out to come out around election time, or would you push it down the road like they did?
Me personally, I'm gonna let it come out because I just know where it's going. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they pushed it down the road because that's the reason why they didn't want it to come out. Hell yeah, that looked like that's what it was.
Yeah, imagine that come out and Harold Pryor to orange other people up for their positions, and then it come out while they up for a position. They would got booted out. So they did what was best for them. I mean, it just makes sense.
I think where they miscalculating that is I think they think that they think that as long as they get a conviction, I think they thinking that it's over. They won. They saved face. But I think what's going to happen is, or what they miscalculating on is, the case might come back on appeal. He might get an overturn on appeal. And I think what they miscalculating at is why them doing all of this stuff, it's opening them to an FBI probe. I'm gonna say it here, and I said it the other day, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I just don't see how the FBI overlooked this. I think that DA's office definitely should be under investigation. Definitely. You get what I'm saying?
They should
that DA office corrupt.
Yeah. Go ahead, Randy. What you saying?
Nah, it's crazy because I just don't get it. Like, a lot of people, like, they go to prison, or they get into something important, and when they do things like this, it's not fair. A lot of people go to prison for no reason,
right.
Just because of things like that happen. You see,
Right.
that's where I get a little bit. That's why I'm in the middle with the Melly case and all that. That's why I be, I'm in the middle with this because I don't know which side to pick.
Right, right, and
Yeah,
that's fucked up. And listen, I'm tell you something. I know, I told y'all my daddy. We know a lot of police, like for real, for real. And I told you, I done sat and listened to him talk, and trust me, I done. And this was when I was in the streets. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. The shit that I see them police say, I was more afraid of them than the niggas in the streets, bro. You feel me? It's like because
yeah,
they definitely have a superiority complex. They definitely feel like they can get away and do shit that the average person can't do. And in some cases they kind of can. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? They can murder motherfuckers and say it was there was a fear of their life. We done seen this shit happen, and this is for us as minorities, for the people of color, for the people that this done kind of been an issue with us over the years as our relationship with the police department. We know this all too well. We know that this happens to our people, and this shit kind of brings that shit back to the front of our mind. When we seeing what they doing, and it's sad because again they making it about the corruption and not about this man, Sack Chase and Juvie losing their lives to Melly. You feel what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy how they done shift the whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And it's making people feel like Randy. Like, like damn, like how the fuck do I feel with this? You get what I'm saying? I don't want to say free Melly. I ain't all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
but I am saying that I think he should be free due to the way that it done violated his rights. You get what I'm saying? And that's fucked up.
right.
You know what I mean? Damn, y'all did. Damn.
And it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Because I'm wondering, like, is one of those 30 motions, bro? Could it be that? Could it be to basically get all of his mom phone records thrown out? I'm curious. Can you look up all the motions and see that?
I don't know. You want to look them up?
Yeah, look up the motions and see exactly what all 30 of them is. Because I don't think we did that yet.
All right, let's see. Let's look. I'm gonna say this
If
though.
I was this team, that would be one of the motions I put in.
Right. I'm gonna say this though. I don't see how that phone. Hold on. Hold on. They said. Let's backtrack real quick here, Dre. I'm pulling up the Broward County Clerk course as we go. But I got a question. So did they I need to refresh my memory. Did they deem that the search of and the seizure of the phone was legal?
They haven't ruled. I ain't heard nothing about that.
Okay, so that means that phone ain't throwed out, that phone ain't thrown out yet. But if they deem that search and that seizure of that phone is illegal, then that should get thrown out. Right? It gotta be, right? Because it wasn't a BSO officer present, correct? That would make the search, the seizure of the phone illegal.
Yeah, exactly. And Bradley admitted that he wasn't in the room. He already admitted that he wasn't in the room. You feel me?
Right.
So I don't understand like why they wouldn't try to get it thrown out because she already admitted that he wasn't in the room. She was like,
which means y'all prosecuted this man the whole first trial on evidence that was not even admissible.
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly, bro. Like, so like that's what I'm saying. Like if I was the defense, bro, like I would have been hammering that point hard on with the judge. Like, bro, even the state prosecutor admitted that the officer was not present in the room. He had to be present
Yeah,
outside the room, not in the hallway, not in the building. He had to be in the room.
Right. What's up, Tara? Where you been at, girl? Glad you're back. All right, we're pulling up. Let's go down
yeah,
here.
and another thing, Marita, I'm not like I know Melly did this, but I think he might just beat the case because just of all this thing that's going on, right?
Mhm.
like for example, you said the evidence they had before, it might not be able to, because of the detective and all that, it might not be, they might not be able to use the evidence they had before.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's looking like, he might just get out. I don't know.
What we looking at, Dre? We looking at the motion to what?
See if the defense put in a motion, basically to suppress evidence, basically on the phone, like on his mom phone records.
Cause it's a new case right here. It's a collapse all, so that's it right there. So let's see.
Yeah, it might not be. It might not be showing up there. If it
Arrest
ain't,
paperwork, probable cause, okay. KPS, okay, that's a warrant. Instruction sheet, state file states information, transferring case, rearrest paperwork. I just want to look at this shit. I want to see what this is. I'm just nosy. Tampered with is okay.
that's how you find stuff. Just by sticking your nose in there.
So these are the new charges on the tampering case right here. Tampering with this felony capital. That shout out to Anonymous One. That he put us up on it. This case, right? This charge right here carries life. Tampering with a witness in a capital felony, that carries life. Damn, in Florida. Okay, so I know it's not there. So let's go back. I just saw that one had 5 pages. That's why I wanted to look at it.
Yeah, if you can't, if you can't find it, I mean, I was just curious because I know that would be one of the most I would put in for sure.
Definitely, motion to suppress.
Because they legal search and seizure her phone. I'd be like, look, anything that's dealing with her phone or her phone records should be thrown out because it was her phone record was illegally. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely will put in for that one.
I ain't saying they gonna get it now, but I'm saying at least we'll try.
Okay. Capital murder, tampering witness.
Hey, just a quick question: do you know if they even had that motion that they were supposed to have?
I wanted to know. I don't know. I want to ask that too. Oh, and because I was listening to a couple of, and he was saying that they were saying that they were saying that the potential jurors probably could have saw this case on the internet and saw this case on Law and Crime and all of that. And I was wondering whether they either rescheduled or either didn't want the hearings to be broadcasted anymore due to the potential jury pool being tainted.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because they didn't show us the last couple of motions. I didn't even know that the judge ruled on a motion to dismiss.
Right. So he ruled not to dismiss it.
Yeah, that's why they refiled this new motion to dismiss with all the stuff that they got going in there now. Right. As far as like tampering with the phone records and stuff. Normally they would have showed us that. That's why I was asking it. So now, that's why I was thinking just because they're doing a jury selection that they don't want to broadcast it right now.
Do you believe that they tamper with that evidence, or do you believe they just kind of are like being that it's probably copies of something that is altered a little, that it's not the original document, and that means that it's tampered? That's what they're trying to say. Do you believe they reaching, or do you believe they added some shit or took some shit out? What you think?
I mean, I don't think that if it's just that they didn't get the original copies, I don't think that there's nothing major in there. I don't think it'll get dismissed or nothing like that. But if it's evidence in there that they were withholding certain evidence, that's another Brady violation, bro. So not only do you got potential one Brady violation before, now they talking about they got another Brady violation where you didn't give them all the evidence information. Because one of the things that stuck out to me about that was when they said that it wasn't given to them in its entirety. That right there is a big major flag, bro. Because one of their arguments was, you know what I'm saying, like some of the evidence could, you know what I'm saying, if it would have been given to us in full context, it could have changed the context if it was given to us in entirety. So they didn't give them that entire phone records, like basically the whole process of how it was done, how they got all the information off the phone. That's a major violation. So I don't know, bro. I want to get a state the benefit of the doubt, but just without knowing what they did on Moretti, bro, it's hard for me to give them the benefit.
And this is the issue with the whole Moretti doing what he did, and this is why the state don't want that shit to come up in this case, because they understand that the jury's going to have to wrestle with that fact of what they know Moretti did, as well as far as the corruption. I want to say this. I want to ask this question as well to you guys. Do you think that those text messages, that those messages may have had other information in them that may have led down another rabbit hole, or other people or other suspects, or may have not been conducive to Melly doing the crime, and they just didn't turn those over?
Hey, go ahead, Randy. I want to hear you, then I'm gonna go after you, Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
I say, do you think those text messages that the state didn't turn over, you think they might have had some shit in them that may have kind of like helped Melly case out, and the state didn't want to turn them over to Melly's attorneys? And
yeah, definitely. I think them text messages had things in them that they didn't like, because when we think about it, they try to hide the other stuff.
Right.
So we don't know what else they try to hide. Right. So yeah, definitely I think them text messages had certain information they probably just didn't share or want to turn in.
I'm gonna say this too. I'm learning some shit as we go with this case. Because think about this, both of y'all. Think about this real quick. So the defense relies upon the state attorney's office in any case to turn over all the evidence that they have against their client to them, right? So if they don't turn over all the evidence, then I'm fighting with my hands behind my back, because I don't know all what you have on my client. Nor do I know whether you might have evidence that my client didn't even do the shit. But if you don't turn the shit over, I don't have no way of knowing. That's crazy. It's almost like the defense is at the mercy of the state.
Yeah, for sure. And the crazy part about all this, bro, is I don't know if you remember, but the FBI agent was contradicting some of the stuff that Moretti was already saying. So that's why earlier when you was talking about how they were supposed to have this defense team should have had some guys come in basically to dispute what the state was saying. I totally agree with you on that, bro, because that right there is starting to make stuff come into question. Like, well, the FBI guy was saying that the FBI doesn't even use these phone tracking records because they're not 100% authentic and real, and you can't use them because they can't be trusted. Why would the state do that if the feds don't even do that? Because he said the feds don't do that. That's not how they track phones. They don't track phones the way the state did.
Right. That's what they said.
Yeah. Remember, because he was like, that's why.
I remember he said that. Yeah.
That's why he brought up the whole thing about which one is the strongest tower and stuff like that. Because if you think about it, bro, like I was telling you last time, shout out to Mickey True for this, because she the one who put me on game and everybody else up on game with this. Julie phone never pinged at the crime scene.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
So how is it? So how can you use that when, according to the state, Julie was never at the crime scene then?
Right.
So how does that work? You get what I'm saying? So
right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards what the defense is saying in this, is that some of the evidence that Moretti was testifying against is not credible, and some of the things that they possibly could be doing is not credible. Just for the simple fact that now I'm starting to look at all the holes they already had in their case, and it's like, bro, it's just, if it quack like a duck, walk like a duck. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be a duck, bro.
I mean, they got me with it too. At first I was like, nah, but shit, I done seen them do some bullshit. So Now I'm like, man, shit, yeah, you know. Another question. If they depose Moretti again, that's mean they're gonna ask him questions, right? They pretty much gonna sit him down and get a sworn statement from him again, right?
Yeah, they're gonna get a sworn statement again, and now they're gonna be able to ask him about said incident with Melly mother, and they're gonna be able to
Nah.
ask him other questions about the evidence that he was testifying to that they weren't able to ask him in the first trial, because he testified to stuff that they weren't privy to him testifying to. Is what they're saying.
And that is
Which is
what
true, because
that is
he's not an expert in what he testified against. He's not an expert in that.
right. Facts. And that's what I was going. That was exactly where I was going with this. They're gonna be able to ask him about the incident with Melly's mom's phone and all of that, and that's gonna go on the record. Wow.
Yeah, because depending on what he say, bro, that could open up a Pandora's box for a whole lot of other stuff, bro. Because if he lie and say it never happened, then when Bruchos get up there, that's gonna make him look crazy to the jury.
Do you
You get
think
what
that
I'm saying?
right? Facts. Do you think they're going to disallow them to the information pertaining the old? You remember how they were saying they're not going to allow they filed a petition for Melly's attorneys not to be able to bring up any of that shit with Moretti in the previous trial, as far as like the where he got the phone and all of that. You remember they were saying they were in a couple words they were saying that they trying to file a motion, so none of that comes in. Do you
That's
think do you think the judge gonna pass that motion?
that's a loss. That's a loss for the state. Yeah, he that's why, like I said, that's why he got to keep Bradley off, because all that's coming in. That's why
I,
he keep Bradley off, because she's going to testify. She's going to be a witness to be able to testify to that.
right,
Testify to all. So that's why the judge kicked her off, because he's like,
right,
yo, they're going to call you. Remember, the judge said it several times. He was like, I don't know why you keep trying to tell me not to kick you off this case when they're making it known they're gonna call you as a witness.
right,
So he basically telling her, like, look, I'm gonna let them call you as a witness. So
right.
basically, he's gonna let them go at her and Miranda.
You see how much power the judge has over these cases? Because you see what I'm saying? The judge damn near can get you convicted or not convicted, because he can allow certain line of questioning, certain witnesses. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn.
For sure. And like I said, bro, I'm gonna say this again. Do I think that the defense is reaching? It's a major possibility they could be reaching with some of the stuff they're saying. But at the same time, like I said, if it's any evidence that what they're saying is true to what they're saying, bro, that's gonna crumble the state. It's gonna
Right,
crumble. Like, I know a lot of people didn't think that they should dismiss the case, bro. But if they come with another Brady violation, bro, it's gonna be hard for this judge not to throw this case out, bro. That's
right,
like the first time I can let it slide because it had something to do with the case, but it didn't have something to do with the case.
right,
But this deliberately has something to do with the case that they didn't give over all of his motion of discovery. Because by law, they had to give you your full motion of discovery. So if they didn't give him his full motion of discovery, he's gonna have to throw the case away, bro. He gonna have to. So I pray, I pray, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, you know that I think Melly should get off of it. It's not because I don't think he's guilty. I think he's guilty, but I just think, like I told you before, bro. I just hope and pray that they ain't playing that dirty, bro. They played dirty already, but if they really did that, bro, and they give him his full motion of discovery, bro, they deserve everything that's gonna come to them.
damn. And I'm gonna say this too: if that happens, and they already being the fact that they already got the situation where they didn't turn over evidence in the first case, I mean, I don't see how the judge just don't throw this case out, because they give him they give him a way out of this. They give him a way out of it because he can put it on them, because they just showing they natchy ass in front of the world in the courtroom. They disrespecting the court. They disrespecting the judge. They violating rights. They doing all of this shit right in front of everybody. If they get caught a second time doing this shit, yeah, it's off of the judge now. Hello, got kind of quiet. Dre, Randy, y'all.
Yeah. My
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know it got.
You
my bad.
you
I
hear me?
stepped away from that.
Yeah,
My
I hear you
bad.
now. I know it got
Yeah.
quiet. So what you
Yeah,
got to
my
say, Randy?
internet was like tripping a little bit. So
Yeah, I just had to fix my
what'd you
mic. That's
say, Marita? Boy?
I said,
fix.
what you think?
About what exactly?
As far as like if they get caught not turning over evidence again, will the judge kick this case out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the judge is gonna kick the case out. Like, the first time, he might just let it slide a bit, but again, there's no way they're gonna get away with it.
Right. These people, hell, man.
Yeah,
Because if
no
you let
way.
it, even if you do let it slide, bro, he gonna come back on the bill and win. He definitely come back. If they violate his Brady rights twice in the same, bro, he gonna definitely be able to come back on the bill. No matter what
He already
it is, bro.
done, he already done got the damn lead DA kicked off the case, and she's now a witness in said case. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
That's
I
ground
can't believe that shit. I cannot
bills in
believe that shit.
What you gonna say, Dre?
That's grounds for appeal in itself, right there. When have you ever heard of the prosecutor of the case getting thrown off the case?
I ain't never heard of that.
That's what I'm saying. So that right there got to be ground for appeal in itself. They couldn't even find, bro, Marita, bro. That's how bad you know it is when you can't even find case law for this, bro. They couldn't even find case law for the situation.
Facts. They couldn't even find case law for them motherfuckers.
Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to tell people, like, bro, just think about how insane that is. As much case law as it is out there, they couldn't even find case laws for this situation. So that tells you how. That tells you that this is not a normal situation. This situation hasn't even happened before, bro. Think about that. Like, we're watching history.
Yeah.
This Melly case has made history, bro.
Facts.
And another thing too, Marita, these people, they don't know that they even though what they did with trying to do the witness tempering and all that, but they don't know it's like they don't know that it's like a favor to give Melly,
Mhm.
with all that, but they're trying to prosecute him. I mean, not prosecute him, but like trying to get him convicted. But in reality, they're just giving him favors like a way for him to get out of it. Cause get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're making it worse.
Yeah, they're making it worse.
They're making it worse.
They're basically trying to convict them in the public, bro, and not in the courtroom, bro. They're basically trying to get them, you know what I'm saying, basically convict them in the public, bro. They're trying to get the masses to basically say, oh, yeah, he's guilty, without doing it in the courtroom, bro. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they're coming out, be real with you, that's why they're coming out with all the stuff they're coming out with. That's why they're trying to get his mom thrown out and trying to, bro, let's be real, bro. Like, if they really had evidence that she was doing the stuff that she was doing, why they didn't get it thrown out during the first trial or bring this up in the first trial? Like, see, stuff like that and stuff is reasons why it's kind of murky for me to believe what they're saying, because a lot of the stuff that they're bringing up is like, bro, if you've been like, prime example, like the witness tampering, if you were sitting on this during the first trial, why not bring it up during the first trial? Why
Right.
bring it up now? Why didn't you bring it up then? Like, to me, that's too suspicious, bro. Like, if I'm a prosecutor,
Yeah.
bro, and I have evidence of you guys witness tampering with my witnesses and we're in trial, I'm bringing it up during trial.
Right.
So, like, they didn't know it was going to be a second trial. So, like, it just kind of, that's why it's just kind of hard for me to really be believing everything that the state coming in right now. It's just like,
Right.
certain stuff just doesn't make sense, bro. That doesn't make sense to me, bro. You had evidence of him witness tampering with the first trial, you didn't bring it up. You had evidence of his mama trying to tamper with witness in the first trial, don't bring it up to the second. That's a coincidence, bro. Too much of a coincidence.
I'm telling you, it reeks to me of you ever seen, yeah, I don't know if y'all have been around or seen this type of behavior, but you ever seen people who might be unapologetically racist and they just first it's like they don't give a fuck. They don't care if they're open with it. They don't care who see it. They don't care. And I ain't saying these people are racist. What I'm saying is with that culture, that they have in that DA's office, it seems like they don't give a fuck. It seems like they don't care about getting caught. They don't care who see it. They feel like nothing gonna happen to them. They feel like they above the law. That's what this reeks of. They don't give no fucks. I'm telling you, like because common sense, the normal average person, when they went through the grave violation situation, the normal people would have reframed. They would have pulled back. Okay, we just escaped. We can't get caught doing none of this shit like this no more in front of everybody like this shit. Nah, we got to pull back. They went. Them motherfuckers going full steam ahead. You feel me?
They trying to act like it didn't happen. Like, oh, Attorney Affairs didn't find things, so it didn't happen. It's like, bro, you have a state attorney who's been there for 20 years. This her job. He's saying this, bro, and you just sweep it on the world like she's not correct. Basically, they say
I think that's your phone, Randy.
Hold on, I'm trying to mute my
Okay.
Did you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said, so basically what they're saying is they got a state attorney that's been working in the office for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And they're basically trying to say he's not credible. So basically, you have state attorneys working in your office is not credible.
And she a public corruptions officer as well. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are not understanding that. So basically, they're saying that their state attorneys are not credible because they're trying to make Usos is not credible.
Can you, and then, hold on, you don't remember when she was on the stand, they was objecting and all type of shit, basically trying to silence your coworker. You trying to silence your coworker who been there longer than y'all. That lady been there 20 years. Christine Bradley only been there for 10. Hell, probably ain't been there that long. She been there in that same damn DA's office for longer than y'all.
That's why they were silencing, because they know that if they would have talked, she would open up a can of worms they couldn't get out of.
That's why I think if I'm Melly's attorneys, I got the feds. Listen, I'm finna call in the big guns, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because regardless if I'm convicted or not, if them feds get in that goddamn investigate that goddamn DA office and find that it's evidence of corruption, that's gonna be grounds for me to come back on my appeal too, whether it be 5, 10, however many years later. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier, bro. If this is going on a Melly case, just imagine how many other cases they'll be able to open to find some stuff that's fishy in there too.
Yeah.
If they just think about how sloppy they have been with a high profile case like this. Like, that's what's so mind boggling to me, bro. Like, how sloppy they are with a high profile case like this.
That lets you know it's been happening. It's been happening.
Yes, they were trying to make Miramar look crazy, but I think it's the whole Broward County that should be looking crazy right now.
What you mean? Explain.
Because they said Miramar, then they say the Miramar Police Department botched the investigation.
Yeah.
Broward County doing the same thing. Between the state attorney's office, they doing the same thing. They botching this, bro. This thing about what sound worse to you right now? What Miramar Police Department did or what they doing?
The DA, but that's okay. So ain't that DA is Miramar DA or that's Broward County DA?
That's Broward County.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's Broward County.
Oh, okay.
Remember, because the same courthouse that they're in, Moretti didn't have jurisdiction.
That's right. He didn't have jurisdiction in there. That's right.
Exactly. So they're in Broward County because, like, I know how it is. I feel like if you, like, prime example, like the county that I'm in, Wake County, like the state capital, which is Raleigh, where I'm at, but it's also other smaller cities that's in Wake County that if you get locked up, you come into Raleigh. You're not getting locked up in your county, in your whatever little town.
City. Facts.
So
facts.
That's how Miramar is to Broward County.
Facts. Like Maitland and all of that. Well, I'm gonna say like say Eatonville, like Orlando got like Eatonville,
Kissimmee.
Yeah, all of them. No, your ass coming on. Well, Kissimmee different. I think Kissimmee do got their own what's the name, but Your ass is in. We have little cities around Orlando. Your ass going to Orange County, goddamn it. Your ass is. You know what I'm saying? Even fucking Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right. That's definitely because I remember one time I went to jail in Auburndale, where Tracy McGrady from, and them motherfuckers. The courthouse was in Bartow. Now all of that's Polk County. But I had to go like I went to Bartow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I've been to Florida a couple times. Not saying we went to I've been to Atlanta too, so I know a little bit about it as far as like surrounding cities and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you are correct. You are correct. That I think that is Broward County.
Yeah. What Melly's being held is Broward County. It's not Miramar. It's Broward County. So
Facts.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm already didn't have jurisdiction over there. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they're making the whole Broward County look crazy, bro. Not even just Miramar, bro. Like the whole Broward County looking crazy.
Facts.
Just imagine if this was Dade County, bro. Dade County wouldn't be allowing none of this going on.
Facts. Facts.
But yeah,
Murray the boy.
What's up, Randy?
I'm gonna hop on. Are you gonna be live tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'll probably be on Triple Threat tomorrow night. So I want all y'all to go subscribe to Music 101 channel. So tomorrow is Friday, so I'll be on Triple Threat Friday over there with Mickey Truth, Iceberg, and Music 101. But after that, we probably go live, or y'all can just join. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what I think we're gonna try to do. I think we're gonna try to join the lives. I don't know how to do that, but Music been trying to teach me how to do it, where I can be live on my platform, and he could be live on his platform, and Mickey live, and Iceberg live, and everybody live on their separate platforms, and we could combine everybody, so you could just be able to pull up on this platform and be involved with the whole collective.
All right. So I'll try to be on. I'll try to be on, but I'm about to go handle some. Y'all have a good night. All right.
You too, bro. Be safe out there.
All right, you too, man.
All right.
Yes. A quick question, Marita. Like when you know how like when you go on StreamYard, right? Like you know that you could on the top right hand corner say you can stream it to your audience. So like, does that work for when you're streaming with Mickey Truth and all them too, or is it just for this?
Say that one more time.
Like, I'm on StreamYard with you right now, right? And
yeah,
I have an option on my StreamYard right now where I can hit this option and it says stream this to your audience.
Yeah, that's what that's what Music was telling me about how I could connect my own platform with their platform.
Yeah, so like right now on my YouTube right now, I can stream it to my YouTube.
Right.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. But when I be at work, I work Friday nights, and Triple Threat starts around like 9, and I usually don't get off of work to I get off a little work early on Fridays, and I don't have to go to my second job. So I usually get off around like 11 or 12, and I be on my phone, and I ain't really savvy as how to do StreamYard on my phone like that. I usually use my StreamYard on my phone when I'm going on other people's platforms, and when I stream like I'm doing now, I use my Mac. I use my Mac, and I do it like that. But I'm pretty sure it might be the same option. I'm pretty sure it's the same option on the phone. I just gotta look for it. And I probably mess around with it a little bit tonight so that I'll be prepared tomorrow so that you guys can actually pull up on this platform and be involved with the Triple Threat Friday instead of. But if you want to, if you guys want to, y'all could just easily, go subscribe to this channel. Go subscribe to the channels anyway. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't miss it. But in case I'm not able to do that, but if you guys are more comfortable just pulling up on this platform, then you guys will still be involved in the whole Triple Threat Friday tomorrow. But yeah, that's what's gonna go down.
Yeah, that might be the best way to do it because like on my phone, my phone is different from when I'm on my computer like I am now too. So definitely try to go ahead and get the kinks and see if you can do it on your phone before you even try to make that commitment to them. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I know for sure it's definitely different. Like when I come in on my phone, like it just goes straight to the screen where it'd be like it'll show your mic, it'll show your video, and then you just go straight into the room. Like, I don't never see the option where you can stream it to your audience. So.
Right. But I'm gonna go in this live because I gotta go to work in a couple hours. I'm gonna try to eat and chill out and get prepared for work. It was a great live. I appreciate you, Dre. Shout out to Randy. I appreciate all you guys for pulling up. Shout out to Nate Said It. Shout out to Renata Macago. Shout out to 60,000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Camille Kimball. Shout out to who I saw now. Oh, look at my boy. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Yo, Eaglewood. Shout out to FL Traffic. Shout out to SLK, something like Cloud TV, Inglewood. Shout out to Tara. I'm glad that you back, Tara. I ain't seen you in a while. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to Youngin 221. Appreciate your game. Shout out to Teddy. Teddy, you had some good questions tonight. Shout out to Real Supreme Justice. Shout out Anonymous One. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Anonymous Ones. My boy got a new channel, man. Y'all go subscribe to his new channel. You know what I'm saying? My boy had got into a little issue with YouTube, you know. He was beefing with YouTube, and you know, YouTube be on some other shit. So he started him a whole nother channel. We're gonna try to build this channel up. So hopefully Anonymous One, plural, pop up so we can actually get the proper spelling of his channel. And I post it so you guys can know to go subscribe to him, because we're trying to get his subscribers back up, because YouTube be with that. Well, I ain't gonna say that because I don't want me and YouTube beefing right now, but YouTube is a little different. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get YouTube pissed off because they don't even play. Shout out to let's keep going. Shout out to Teresa Quinn. Appreciate you for stopping through. Who else? That's why I advise you guys to drop a comment, because I go back through the comment section, and that's why I remember to give shots out. Some people I remember off the top of my head, but a lot of people I have to read the comments. Shout out to Kel1K, appreciate you, Kel. Shout out to Mr. Clean Anthony. Shout out to Presto Kenny. That's my homeboy there. That's home team. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley, you must be up to some, girl, because I see you been a little bit. You ain't been around now. What's going on? God damn it, what you got going on? You don't goddamn it, you ain't at work. Shout out to K. Shout out to K. I'm just joking. Shout out to K. Shout out to Deputy Euler. Shout out to Boredom and Clicks. Appreciate your Boredom and Clicks for stopping through, man. Shout out to Mickey Truth. Go subscribe to Mickey Truth channel. Shout out to Music 101. Go subscribe to Music 101 channel. Shout out to the Lil Kel Truth movement. Even though Lil Kel ain't brought his motherfucking ass through it a long time, I already know I'm gonna go over there to his channel and I'm gonna pop up and I'm be like, hey, what's up, gang? You know what I'm talking about? What you on, gang? But shout out to Lil Kel Truth movement. Go subscribe to Lil Kel Truth movement. Shout out to Trigger Man. Tell him, goddamn me, it's gonna be all right, ho, for a shit show. All of those little slangs, I got that from Trigger Man. Tell him. You know what I'm talking about? That's what my boy be saying. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Pooh Black as well. Shout out to Cody Lee. Shout out to Jacqueline Howard. Okay, all right there, Jackie O. Who else? Shout out to Slime Life Max. Appreciate your game. Shout out to Scotty Fly. Scotty been rocking with us for a while. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to Google user. Appreciate your Google user. Hey, listen, go follow me on Instagram as well. A lot of you guys have started following me on Instagram, and as y'all know, I followed all y'all back. So shout out to It's Aaron's Way. MERITABOY, the number one Marita Boy. MERITABOY, the number one Marita Boy on Instagram. DM me. Once you DM me, tell me who you are from my YouTube channel. I'm going to accept you and I'm going to follow you back. You feel what I'm saying? I just like to know who you guys, because, you know, y'all names on YouTube and Instagram is different. You know what I'm saying? So follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of pictures of, you know, more personalized pictures on there so you can get to know me a little better. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram. It was a personal Instagram. I'm gonna eventually turn that Instagram into a page that kind of more coincides with the content that I'm creating here. I'm gonna start posting content from this page over there, and the goal is to get that Instagram build up, and I'm gonna start eventually going live from over there. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to go follow me on Instagram, and I do follow back, and I do go through y'all pages too as well. You know what I'm saying? That's how I went through quite a few of you pages, and I like some of you guys' pictures, and you know, I saw, you know what I'm saying, you guys' personal life and stuff like that. So I do, when I do accept you guys or follow you guys on Instagram, I do go through y'all pages. So and I do follow back, and I do like pictures and shit like that. So Follow me on Instagram, please. Shout out to 985J. Who else? Who else? Shout out to Truth Be Told 1123. Shout out to King Morado, man. Shout out to Lil A. Who else? Who else? Who else? Shout out to Miss Tanel. Tanel, appreciate you for stopping through the other night. Who else? Who else? Who else? Shout out to Renata McCoggle. I like her last name for some reason. I just like it. It's just Renata McCoggle. Sound like somebody I went to school with or something. For real. Shout out to Richard Supreme TV. Shout out to Kentucky Shannon TV. Appreciate you. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foe. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Yeah 3 New Orleans. You heard me. Appreciate you, gang. Put his comment up on the screen so everybody seeing. For real. Shout out to Yeah 3. Appreciate you, man, for stopping through. Appreciate you too, Nate, for the cash out, man. I ain't been asking for cash out lately. I've been forgetting. I've been forgetting. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? I understand it's around the holidays. You know what I mean? Y'all need y'all money for y'all kids and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate, you know what I mean? So do y'all thing, you know what I'm saying? We'll start back up with the donations and all of that stuff after the holidays, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even harass y'all for no cash apps or nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. But like this video, comment to this video, share this video to your friends or multiple platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Meritaboy1, MERITABOY, the number 1. Appreciate you, Dre, for rocking with me, man. You know, Dre gonna be starting his YouTube channel after a while, and we gonna go and support Dre and build his channel up. You know what I'm saying? Because I think everybody enjoyed Dre coming on the panel and giving his intelligent opinions on these situations. I think he kind of got a knack for it. I actually think he'll be great at it. So yeah, appreciate you, Dre.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna clock out here, man. We'll make sure y'all tune in to Triple Threat Friday tonight on Music 101's channel. Go subscribe to Music 101's channel. Go subscribe to Mickey Truth's channel. And subscribe to this channel, because I know some of y'all ain't subscribed, man. But subscribe to this channel, man. I know y'all rock with your boy. And I appreciate you guys' support, man. Like, share, comment. Have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. Chill.